Hey, yo, GG's, the daughters, hyenas, Scuba Dollars, word for Scuba Steve was criminated, y'all. I rock with the King X. Don't forget the Kennedy doing his minimum match right here on YouTube. The daughter, we conducted ourselves the most highest. The daughter likes what you make it. You can't love it, you can't hate it. It's going to be simply what you make it. The daughter, we're doing our minimum match right here on YouTube. The daughter, we're building our pyramids right here. The daughter, and we're being more righteous than never. The daughter on the highest. The daughter, God chose you. He knew he could trust you. The daughter, you heard? You God's best kept secret. The daughter, we're in the elevator. Who's elevated? God's elevator on the way to the top, GG. You know what I'm saying? We're staying more weird than never. The daughter, you heard? That's just what it is. The data, life got meaning, so act like it, G's. You heard? So let's see what's going on, bro. So your boy Boosie Boo, the realest rapper, he ain't having it. The data, that nigga said, fuck it. The data, he's standing on business. The data, he said, free Diddy. The data, he said, man, they got Diddy locked up for some wild shit. The data, everything that you hear in the news ain't real. The data, and that's what they saying. That's what they actually saying. What the fuck, nigga? They don't want niggas to fucking do anything. The data, yo, no Diddy. The data, yo, fuck that, no Diddy. Then the data, real shit. The data, but yo, at the end of the day, real niggas do real shit. The data, and I don't understand sometimes certain people's point of view, the data, because if you don't fuck with the things that Diddy do, or if he wasn't Diddy, you wouldn't fuck with the nigga, but you're fucking with this nigga, the data, like. I guess so. I guess so. That's what he's on. He's saying free Diddy. He's on his free Diddy vibe. You know what I'm saying? So Cassie Ventura goes off the data today, and she starts crying, and she's crying and shit like that because she had missed the freak offs and shit like that. And she's over here, telling the hotel book, and she's actually, you know what I'm saying that she admitted to a lot of things. That's why she's crying, I feel like she's crying because she's like, damn, I gotta admit to mad shit. But she got immunity, so she can admit to anything, right? Has got immunity. Let's see what's going on, Let's see what she was saying, Let's get the news up in this bitch, Let's get the news up in this joint.
Is Cassie Ventura taking the stand today in a New York courtroom in the sex trafficking and racketeering trial of Sean Diddy Combs. This trial has marked the first time Ventura and Combs are seeing one another in person since their 2018 split. Federal prosecutors claim Combs used lies, drugs, threats, and violence to coerce his ex-girlfriend into sexual encounters with male prostitutes. Ventura said the alleged sexual encounters typically lasted between 36 to 72 hours, the longest one lasting 4 days. Ventura is currently married and pregnant with her third child. She told the jury today about how the hip-hop mogul controlled her life and their relationship, describing the alleged physical abuse, saying, quote, "He would bash my head, knock me over, drag me, kick me, stomp me in the head when I was down." Combs has pleaded not guilty to all 5 charges he's facing, including racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking by force, and transportation to engage in prostitution. A warning for our viewers, this story may contain accounts, descriptions, visual content of actual or alleged events that some viewers may find disturbing. So for more now, let's bring in ABC's Rena Roy live from outside the courtroom, along with ABC News legal contributor and trial attorney Brian Buckmeyer. Rena, we will begin with you. Cassie Ventura, of course, on the stand most of the day. She's talking in graphic detail.
So that's what he charged with shit. I thought he was charged with some like messing with minors or something like that. So he's not charged with none of that shit. So that's like Boosie's like, yo, free him. He's a motherfucking pimp. What he charged with? I actually thought he was charged with worse charges than that, GG. Like, I actually thought he was charged with like mad worse charges. He's actually charged with, I don't know, he's charged with pimping the data. My boy was pimping the data. He was on a go. That's a fact.
At times about her participation in these freak-offs. So what did we learn so far today?
Yeah, Trevor, very graphic indeed. I can tell you that I got a chance to listen to her testimony inside court here behind us, and she was emotional. She broke down into tears at one point when she talked about participating in those freak-offs. She says that she was just 22 years old, had just turned 22 when Combs first proposed to her those drug-fueled sex marathons with escorts. She says eventually, though, they became almost weekly, and that they lasted on average, as you said, about 2 to 3 days, the longest one 4 days, and that she
she's over there, having fun. She's having fun. Or like after that, you gonna have to take a break, but weekly 4 days, damn, 2 more days, you better be equipped, She was having she was having freak offs. Like, what you talking about, Like, she agreed to him, It ain't like he forced her to him after, that's what I'm saying.
He stayed away by drugs she says Combs gave to her, including ecstasy, cocaine, and Molly. She testified that those freak-offs made her feel dirty and worthless, but that she felt like she did not have a choice but to participate because she says Combs would become violent with her. As you pointed out, she says that he would bash her in the head, kick and drag her, and that she didn't know what would happen if she didn't do what he wanted her to do. She told the jury that she tried to express her feelings about participating, but in at least one text message.
That's crazy. What is he actually knocked off for? Did the girl Cassie actually set him up or some type of shit? Like drugs, sex? I mean, that's what fucking musicians do, no? Like, you know what I'm saying? Freak offs. Like, I don't know, I'm just saying, what's illegal, with them having sexual contact? They go out with each other, they're having things, but, oh yeah, the escort situation, of course, the male escorts, I mean, but if he's calling male escorts, he's calling them to please you. Maybe he's just like, yo, my shit not working, so I'm gonna call these dudes, I'm gonna call these gorillas, to help you out, you know you want them, pause, no Diddy, or whatever the case may be. That's what probably he thinking. I don't know, it's fruity ass, but at the end of the day, I don't see that. Right there, what the fuck is this man locked up for? Like, I actually just don't get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But we're gonna have to get back into that. Because I thought he was locked up for something else, I thought he was locked up for the no Diddy allegations. But what the fuck is Diddy actually locked the fuck up for, bro?
Shown to the jury, Combs told her to make it happen anyway. Trevor?
Brian, given how emotional and explicit all this testimony is, what kind of strategy do you think we might see from the defense attorneys in cross-examination?
So I think the defense is going to try to move away from the emotion and some of the more explicit terminology that we're seeing in this case and try to go for a much more logical argument that they're making, that Sean Combs participated in domestic violence, allegations that would...
That's crazy, like these people be having addies and everything, trying to offer addies, trying to offer this, trying to offer that, and do... And they be trying to, you know what I'm saying, get it sexually or do this or do that, or whatever the case may be. Like, I don't see what the hell happened that he's over here talking about, oh yeah, that she has sex with him and workers and did these drugs and these like, what you talk about? Did he pour them? Did he force you to take her? Like, you a grown ass lady, you're getting bent over, you're getting spanked, you're getting pleased. And you're going to try to act like you wasn't liking it, and then you're going to say that, oh, yeah, I just did it because I knew he was going to get mad. If you didn't like it, you should have said you didn't like it. Like, yo, I don't like this shit, that. Like, you could have said that. You don't just think, oh, if I don't do this, I'm not going to be a superstar.
Rightfully so, be attributed to state charges, but that there was no racketeering conspiracy. There was no sex trafficking. It was domestic violence for domestic violence sake, based on jealousy, infidelity, and just anger. And so I think that's the angle they're going to take. But some of the testimony, as Rena pointed out, and just how Cassie is on the stand, that's going to be a very hard argument to distinguish between the different types of force and how they were used.
So, Rena, Diddy is there in court. He's watching all this testimony from his ex-girlfriend. There's also many of his own family members there. Did we see any kind of reaction from Diddy today?
Right. For the most part, he appears to be pretty focused on Cassie Ventura, his ex-girlfriend. He is listening intently. At one point, we saw him scribble down some notes and speak to his attorney, but other times he appears to be more passive with his hands in his lap at the defense table with not really a certain kind of expression on his face. She, on the other hand, has not appeared to look at him once since she took the stand. She has looked at her husband, who is inside court to support her. Remember, this is the first time that Combs and Ventura are seeing each other face to face since 2018. So you can imagine how this might feel for both of them.
Brian, how do you imagine this might land with the...
If somebody wants somebody to go to jail, they absolutely want somebody to go to jail because they hurt them. Do you look at them while you in court? for sexual activities. You act like this nigga fucking, you know what I'm saying, had this girl in the basement for 10 years and this and that. She's so terrified to look at him. So does she look at him like, yo, yeah, Diddy, I want you to go to jail. You did this. Why are you looking away? Because you feel bad for him? Like, why wouldn't you just look? Why won't you look at him? I mean, if you actually hate the nigga, you actually want him to, you know what I'm saying, get knocked off. If you think, why ain't you looking at him then? I don't know. I think somebody with real hate, they're going to look at a person in their eyes and tell them, yeah, you did this, you did that, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. Maybe it's a little, seems like it's a little awkward that she's not looking at him. She's not thinking, maybe she feels bad, maybe she feels like it was a play, like, damn, this shit went crazy. He let Cassie take him out the game, the
jury hearing all of this extensive testimony of this nature.
So I think at this point with direct examination, without anyone coming up and crossing Cassie, I think the jury is looking at Sean Combs, and I was in court this morning to see some of those looks with disgust, with disdain, to think about how one individual can do this to another in this way. And so I think it's going to be a high hill or even a mountain for the defense to kind of walk this case to the jury to suggest that, yes.
I don't know what's disgusting about it. It is disgusting to certain people, but damn, what the fuck? If she allowed other people to go in the bedroom, that's between them. You know what I'm saying? You allowing people to go in the bedroom, you know what I'm saying? You ain't saying nothing. It ain't like you told them, oh yeah, I had conversations with him, told him I did not like this type of stuff, and he still forced me into it. She said, I thinking that he didn't like it, so I wasn't trying to stop because he wouldn't have liked me if I would have made him stop. Like, nah, you was just off the shit. You was just going with the shenanigans and you was just like, you know what I'm saying? But you're grown,
Sean Combs, as Tenny Garrigo said in opening statements, has done some indefensible things, but it's a matter of what he's being charged with and what he did. A very difficult distinction, because I think earlier on in her testimony, it seemed much more about domestic violence.
And don't get me wrong, I was just like, yo, damn, nigga, it's no Diddy all day. It's no motherfucking Diddy, nigga. Fuck Diddy, nigga. It's no Diddy and shit like that. But then when you hear about what is he actually charged with, you thinking that he was charged with Kim Porter, this, that, everything that they was actually pulling out. Oh, that, this. You thought you would think that shit, but it's not none of that, Dandada. What is, Dandada? What it really is, CG. Like, that's different.
Got it. All right, cool. Combs. I note that the government has struck 7 black people out of 9 strikes. Judge, I'll give you a change to raise that, but let's continue. Agnifilo, we strike 307. Judge, I can't say his last name, so I'll have it for tomorrow. I'm fairly certain there's going to be individuals who will be able to say the last name. I didn't hear anybody, so that's why I'm just saying judge. All right. Our jurors 2, 5, 25, 28, 55, 58, 75, 116, 160, 184, 201, 217, 230, 234, 247, 292, 321, 330, Agnifilo. The U.S. struck 7 black people, which amounts to a pattern. Judge, an application has been made under Batson. Mr. Comey, ASUSA Comey, we are neutral. He's going to have errors that happen, grammatical errors and spelling errors. It's because he's typing so fast. So if you say this, you're like, oh, well, why aren't you saying it right, Brad? And you get yourself in there and you do the job. All right, so no complaining about grammatical errors and misspellings. Thank you. And please hit the like button like you like something so we can get the conversation started. So I'm just going to call him Comey because you already know who he is. Juror 51 knew 17 of the names appeared to have been making a band, has a relative with law enforcement issues. The next strike, he has harassed a police officer and didn't report it. His sister had an issue. This clears the bar. These are good reasons. Comey, Juror 81. We think they claim to have special knowledge of bipolar issues. 161. He said he watched news about the case that morning. He said it was inevitable. He'd lose 30% of his income, but once on, he has an agenda. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That's an agenda. Comey, we struck 163, I believe, for cause due to English proficiency, and he had a relative who shot a police officer among the alternatives. We barred a person who went to Mr. Collins High School. The next one, 324, has sleep apnea. Comey, he also called the police a-holes. We struck him. And 281, she said victims can catch a case and jump on a bandwagon. We think she has an agenda. These easily clear Batson's bar. Judge, I deny the defense Batson challenge. These were not based on purposeful discrimination, Mr. Agnifilo. Well, yeah. Anything else? Agnifilo. Nothing from us. So they're basically waiting. He put up some extra stuff. 10:17 a.m. Jurors are seated. The judge comes back. Welcome back. This is U.S. versus Sean Combs. We will be providing lunch for you in the jury room. We will not release your names to the public. Clerk swears in jurors. Judge, questions are not evidence. Only the answers given by the witnesses and the documents are evidence. You can consider circumstantial evidence, like someone walking in with a tripping umbrella. You can surmise it's raining outside, even if you don't see it. Judge, that a witness uses a pseudonym does not mean that their testimony is worthy of less weight. During the trial, do not read or view or listen to anything about this case, and do not post anything. Once the U.S. rests, the defense can present, should he choose to. So, understand, sometimes I'm going to have to jump into a tweet because some of these tweets will not make sense, and we'll just correct it in real time. All right, cool. Please hit the like button like you like. So we can get 4K likes. Man, that'd be dope as hell. So please, if you can. This is Sean Combs. To the public, he was a cultural icon, a businessman, larger than life. But there was also another side to him. You will hear about 20 years of the defendant's crimes. He had a team to help him: kidnapping, arson, drugs, crimes. Johnson. Let's start one night. He was on the hunt for his girlfriend, Cassie. He forced her to have X with her and male escorts while he watched and recorded it. He found out Cassie was seeing another man. Furious, he set out to find Cassie and the other man. So we're going to jump to this tweet right here because it might be more from there. Okay, cool. So he's kind of jumping off a little bit. So here we go. He told an employee to drive to the house, but no one was there. The defendant didn't give up. He kept looking for Cassie. When he found her, he beat her brutally, kicking her in the back and flinging her around like a rag doll. But it wasn't enough. He told Cassie he would release video of her having X with male escorts. He broke into a man's house and he beat and blackmailed his girlfriend. These are not his only crimes. Cassie is not the only woman he beat and actually exploited 20 years of crimes. He had a business, Bad Boy Records, that made him right. He relied on his bodyguards, chiefs of staff, who ran all aspects of his life. The group promoted his power. His bodyguards kidnapped an employee and set a car on fire, dangled a person. They delivered drugs whenever he said, including to a woman he forced to have X with escort. He transported them across state lines and even out of the country. Let me be very clear. This is not a case of a celebrity's private sexual preferences. This was criminal. He coerced and even used violence. Along of this trial, we'll focus on two women, Cassie and Jane. We will show that the defendant used lies, drugs, threats of violence, and forced them to have sex with him in front of male escorts. He called them freak-offs, wild king nights, or hotel nights. His staff organized flights, cars, and hotels at his direction. His staff set up the room with lubricant and lighting. Staff came in with cash to pay the escorts and drugs. He made them take MDMA, or Molly, and ecstasy. It made them sick, but he also sexually aroused. Sexually aroused. He directed every step. He expected the women to appear to enjoy themselves. He masturbated and recorded the events. Cassie was 19 with a hit song. Cassie tried to work on her music, but the defendant made her turn down many opportunities. She recorded, but he had the final say-so over her music. She released. There was never another album. He said Cassie, I'm assuming he wanted to say, he hit Cassie in the head and dragged her by her hair. He stomped on Cassie's face in an SUV. Then made her stay in a hotel for a week to hide her injuries. He set up freak-offs as often as once a week. She's supposed to have her time. The defendant made an escort urinate in her mouth. As you will see in this trial, he beat her in the hallway of a hotel to drag her back into the freak-off. Initially, she wanted to make him happy, but then she didn't want to. But the defendant made her. The consequences were severe. He beat her. When he thought she took too long in the bathroom, defying him would end in violence, she fled. But he found her. With the help of his inner circle, Cassie's career was in his hands. He told her,
yo, random thing, when you look up Diddy, all this shit pops up, but how come his music pops up right on the side of it, all his music pops up on the side of it, This is crazy promotion for Diddy, Diddy probably fucking, niggas probably still listen to Diddy. Diddy's probably got a lot going for Diddy. Yo, who knows if niggas watch you listen to Diddy crazy right now.
He could destroy her career by releasing videos. When he said to have a freak off, she knew she had no choice. She called the escort and put on performances he wanted. Her safety depended on keeping him happy. The relationship was complicated. Both were unfaithful, but only one of them had power. He made Cassie do his bidding in those dark hotel rooms. Cassie was not the only one. This was a pattern. Let me tell you about Jane. She was a single mom that started spending time with him in 2020. She fell in love with him. He was seeing other women. One night he told Jane about freak offs and made it happen immediately. He took her to a hotel where an escort was on his way. He directed her step by step. Jane thought it was one time.
Is it no Diddy? Did Diddy really do it? Are the charges actually mediocre that they got Diddy with the dog? Did they make Diddy look like a fucking monster before he even went in there compared to the charges that he actually got? Like what is the charge that he actually got? I thought Justin Bieber about to be up there. I thought these people about to be up there. I thought this person about to be up there. Where is the juicy shit? Pause, no Diddy, like what's up with that? So none of that shit actually happened. So what the fuck are we speaking about, nigga? What the fuck you talking about? Some fucking vintage porn? You're reading us vintage porn, nigga. Porn stars be doing this shit. Porn stars take drugs all day, fuck all day, and do this stupid shit, What the fuck? I don't get it, I just honestly don't get it, What are you reading us, Did y'all look up vintage porn and just fucking think, oh, you just telling us what the fuck this man does in his fucking bedroom? I don't know, I'm just being honest. I don't fucking understand. There's not one thing that honestly tells me what the fuck this man was doing, I said calling the extras. Obviously, that's the point. What the fuck, I mean, that's his preference. He calling men over with him, That's crazy. He's sword fighting, whatever fuck he's doing in his room, That shit, though, like, I don't get it. I just don't get it.
One wild night, she was wrong. He continued offering a relationship. Jane wanted the escort to wear condoms, but the defendant did not let them. Jane tried to make it through these nights without drugs. The first time, she broke down and took ecstasy to finish. Another time, she vomited, but he said, go, do it again. Jane found two men and invited them to join the freak offs so she could choose the men she'd be intimate with. The defendant discouraged her from working. He had the power to coerce her back into the hotel rooms. He threatened her with videos. Not even a year ago, he went to her house. She
wanted to do it. She went and found two men. She found the perfect guy. She found the people that's like, that's right. Like, what the fuck, what are you talking about, This is crazy.
Angry, she hit him. He became enraged. She tried to hide. She locked herself in the bedroom. He kicked it open. Then the bathroom, the closet, the guest room. He kicked her to the ground. He did not let Jane be. He said, you're not going to fuck up my night. He said, call up an escort and perform. Jane followed his instructions. His violence got him what he wanted. Cassie will tell you about the time the defendant forces himself on her. Mia and employees will tell you how the defendant forces himself on her. Hand up.
How can Cassie tell us when the defendant forces himself on her, if Cassie goes out with him, this is a fucking relationship, Like, I just don't honestly, like. So one day they just strangers, the next day they go out, the next day they this, the next day they just friends, you know what I'm saying, finding an escorts, the next day they just, what the fuck, I don't get it, Like, I just don't.
Up her dress, penetrated her. Amidst all this violence, he and his inner circle worked to cover up his crimes. The video at LA Hotel, you will hear just how far it went. The defendant offered a hotel security guard a wad of cash, a brown paper bag with $100,000 and $100 bills. I'm sorry, they would have never seen that video. The inner circle kept Cassie in hiding for days. For all of this, he is charged with multiple federal crimes, racketeer conspiracy. Cassie and Jane will tell you of the most painful experiences of their lives. You'll hear from some of the defendants' employees, including a personal assistant, Mia, who he sexually assaulted. She is grappling with it. You will hear from the employee he forced into the SUV with a gun, and from a chef. They work punishing hours at times without sleep. They brought drugs for him. They were expected to keep quiet. Some of these witnesses have already received settlements. You will also hear from some of the escorts that the defendant directed them and filmed it. An escort saw the defendant assault Cassie and drag her by her face during a freak-off. You'll see records from hotels and the damage and car services. You will see text messages in which the defendant tells staff to bring cash for escorts, and by Jane saying she did not want to do freak-offs. You will see videos. In them, you can hear the defendant provide direction to Cassie and Jane, high on ecstasy. You will see a video of the defendant brutally beating Cassie during a freak-off in an LA hotel. You will see photos of the damage, including 4 doors in Jane's homes not even a year ago. You will see what he had in his home: guns, mad bag of drugs, lube. You will see the agreement with the hotel guard barring him from speaking after he was paid $100,000 for the video. You will hear him manipulate Jane into saying she wanted it. His threats not to pay for her home. Text to his staff about it. I ask you to do 3 things. Pay attention to the evidence. Follow the judge's instructions on the law. Use your common sense. And you will reach the verdict that Sean Combs is guilty, Judge. Who for the defense? Tenny. I will. Tenny. This case is about love and jealousy and money. They're trying to turn it into a racketeering case. It will not work. You are the jury. You evaluate the witnesses, and finally, the story can come out. This case isn't about what you heard on the news. Tenny. Sean Combs is I'm assuming Sean Combs is fascinating. Pardon me, I said that wrong. He grew up in Harlem.
What's up, Will? How you doing, Will Clark? Da-da-da. The feet's moving quick. Da-da-da. How you been, Gigi? Da-da-da. No Diddy. No Diddy. Da-da-da. No Diddy.
And built a lawful business. He worked for it. He created a culture and produced music that changed a generation. Witnesses will share with you that he is a fascinating person and people are drawn to him. If you wanted to climb in music, apparel, or beverages, you wanted to be around Sean Combs. He gave people opportunities to work at his companies. He had a vision that few had. The witnesses mostly loved him. The text messages will show that. He is 55 years old. He's going to be Sean Combs. I am Tenny. I am honored to represent him. The only people in this courtroom who will tell you about racketeer are the prosecutors. There was no conspiracy. This case is about Sean Combs' private sex life. The government has no business in that. These hardworking individuals were educated from Harvard to Howard. He has a temper and got violent. He's not proud of that. We own it. He sometimes gets so jealous or angry, he is out of control. You will hear that he lied to his girlfriends. You may think he's a jerk or mean, but he's not tried for that. He's tried for running a racketeer enterprise. This is domestic violence. Domestic violence is not sex trafficking. Had he been charged with domestic violence, we would not be sitting through an 8-week trial. He is not guilty of these crimes. As the trial goes on, we're going to take on accountability. We will not shy away. Sean Combs had a bit of a different sex life. The alleged victims were all getting something from him. They are adults. They too must take on responsibility for their lives, as he does for his. A free choice has pros and cons. You will evaluate these women. They made free choices every day for years. Ask yourself, what are all the ways this individual has?
That's facts. Like, you can't act like Diddy is the Cleveland, Ohio dude that was you know what I'm saying, that was taking the shorties, whatever the case may be, and holding them hostage or whatever the case may be. Like, all them girls had a whole life. Like, Diddy got a life. So how them girls they was the thing. Just one night with him. And you saying that all this transpired. But it seems like for me if Diddy called you, you was running to Diddy to go get the bag or some shit. So that's what it is. Man, it's crazy.
Had the ability to make these choices. Ask, what is this person getting? Something they want? It may differ. Jealousy drove choices of the victims. Combs never married, but he is a many woman man. He is always in multiple relationships. He was not always honest. It drove a primal jealousy. Sean Combs is extremely jealous. You might think it hypocritical. They remained in a multi-year relationships with him. These women were in love with him. Infidelity and jealousy drove the violence. Alcohol and drugs drove things, but he is not racketeer. This case is about the relationships with Cassie and Jane. You will hear about swinger parties. They will testify about things that should never be heard in a federal courtroom that he liked to watch. You may not like that, but you are not here to judge him for his sexual preferences. A wealthy rapper paid for these women's homes and vacations. He is not charged with being a flawed individual. These women fought to be in a relationship with him. Cassie, I expect you will hear from her this week about her 11-year relationship with her and Combs, with Kim Porter, the mother of 4 of his children. He continued with her until her death from pneumonia in 2018. His fights with Cassie were about cheating. It was a toxic relationship. They loved each other. Cassie will tell you about the jealousy of Kim Porter. Then Gina, the day of the hotel hallway, jealousy was on display. Violence by the elevator bank 10 years ago. You will see it later today. What Combs did is indefensible. The video is not evidence of sex trafficking. Cassie walked out of the hotel room with 2 bags. Combs comes down the hallway wearing only a towel. He stumps her and drags her by her hoodie. He comes back around to get a phone. What causes a fight about a phone? Phones keep the secrets of infidelity. As soon as he gets the phone, he sits down. He's visibly disgusted. Cassie calls security. You will hear from him later today. The guard tells him to leave the public area. You will see Cassie telling him to get back to the hotel room. They stay together 2 more years after this incident. Even in the 2018, they are fighting to stay together. She saw a photo of Combs with Gina. He started with her in 2014. Cassie had a choice every single day to stay with him. That was her better choice until she broke up with him. She was not coerced. She was not left there with no repercussions. She ran into the arms of a physical trainer Combs had hired to train her. The only freak-offs you will see at this trial were on her phone, not his. In November of 2018, Kim Porter passes away from pneumonia. Cassie did everything to be there for him. She flew to Georgia amidst a breakup. She flew to be with him. Combs said Kim was my soulmate. At the end of the relationship between Combs and Cassie was triggered by that. Cassie realized all the things she would not be. She wanted to be Combs' wife, the love of his life. She spent 11 years trying to get that. Cassie married the trainer and is pregnant with her third child. Evaluate Combs' intent at the time. For those 11 years, the messages will show she was willing.
So Cassie then left. So if Diddy was actually like automatically like forcing her to do all this stuff, how can she just leave with the trainer? You don't think that he would have been like, yo, you ain't going out with the trainer, But they're saying that he did that to other rappers and shit like that. I mean, it is what I'm saying. The other rappers and shit like that, that's his girl, whatever the case may be. But now that she said that she's not going out with him, he let her go with the trainer. What does that? I don't know. What does that mean?
She was a willing participant in the sex life. Cassie's testimony this week can't change that. In 2020 with Jane, Combs was upfront. He told her he was dating other women. She was still jealous. Jane wanted it public. He proposed a consensual threesome. They went into a private hotel. I expect her to say she enjoyed it. Jane was desperate to be with him, to give him things others couldn't. She tried to make it more than sexual. I'm not sure how she would put it, but it always came back to the parties and the hotel rooms. This was their time together. Jane did it for the cuddle. She wanted to make him happy. She was unable to resist him emotionally. There was a phone call in November 2023. Even after it, she flew out to see him many more times. It was toxic, but she was willing. Being a willing participant in your sex life is not sex trafficking. If she'd walked away, she would have lost him. You will see her jealous.
That's crazy. That's how crazy Diddy was. That's how crazy Diddy's sex life. These niggas this is called a whole RICO charge for what he does in the bedroom. This ain't called a whole RICO for bedroom, for what he does in the bedroom, But shorty, that's different. Yo,
jealousy. She would see him on social media with other women, and she sent messages of regret. It's not coerced. She was driven to try to be in first place. This was the way to try to get there. This was not a crime. There was a night a year ago when Jane hit Combs. It was born out of jealousy. He hit her back. She was overcome by jealousy. She slammed his head. She slammed his head onto a kitchen counter. Months later, she flew to see him, invited an escort. She would call it one of the best nights, a wild king night, whatever you want to call it.
Yo, they got Cassie over there saying that them nights was the most enjoyable night. She had the most fun. She was like, you know what I'm saying? That shit crazy. That shit's nuts, bro.
This will be hard to watch. They are, in one word, intimate. The government told you about someone named Mia. Why are they making these allegations now? You would conclude that everyone has a motive. With Mia, she never said it before, nor when she first started cooperating with the government. If this was so hostile, why did they not call the police?
Nah, facts, This, I don't know, You think Diddy might gonna get charged with these charges, You think Diddy got a chance of beating this? Because you could actually see some, it is a pattern, and I hope they ain't use the same pattern, And yeah, when crime happens, or situations happen, you calling it right there, You're not waiting 10 years, 11 years later. Like, that's different, bro.
They are vindictive. Their motive is simple: money. Cassie filed a public lawsuit in November 2023. She was living in her.
Or maybe Diddy's ass was just fucking. Maybe Diddy's ass was just. What I can say is that Diddy, maybe he was just too big. Maybe people were just too scared. Maybe people did go. Maybe they did. Who knows? But you gotta get what he's charged with. Obviously, the evidence that they got. You just can't go with everything that you heard or everything that he say, she say, or YouTube or what even makes sense. We can't even go on what makes sense, Dandada. Because what makes sense probably ain't even in there, Dandada. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta go with what they got right here, Dandada, what they charging them with.
Her parents' modest home in Connecticut. She went to a civil lawyer. The civil lawyer is here today. They went to a civil lawyer to make a money grab. Cassie demanded $30 million. Another asked for $22 million. How many millions of reasons do these witnesses have to lie? The evidence will not make it out of the charges. On bribery, this is about the Intercontinental Hotel. He paid a security guard to make the footage go away. This was solely to prevent bad publicity for Combs and Cassie. There was no law enforcement investigation. The kidnapping related to an employee. She worked for him for 10 years. She asked to work for him again. Drug trafficking? It was personal use. They worked hard. They were to do something. I'm assuming they were to do something. I said that wrong. My bad, y'all. They were to do something great and novel. It was a free choice. These were no conspiracy. He was paying different men for their time and experience. P actors get paid. Hulkamania. Cowboys for Angels. You can pay money for time and an experience. This is what Combs was doing. You are not here to impose your morality on this man. If you listen, you will.
So porn stars, he could call a porn star that you could pay a porn star to give you an experience, a porn star experience, or whatever the case may be. So they saying that what the heck? He's just on a whole different platform. Dang.
Find him not guilty of these crimes. Thank you, Judge. We'll break for lunch. Now, who had the better opening statement? Y'all let me know below right now, right? Y'all let me know, man. Y'all got 10 seconds to do that. Let me know who had the better. Yes, sir. The better opening statement. I'm going to do the grades like I used to do. And if you don't like it, you don't like it. All right, y'all ready? Y'all got your answers down? I'm going to be fair. It's a tie. Because in one instance, they are already talking about the physical abuse as far as the DA goes, right? The U.S. attorneys. So the feds came out swinging, and I ain't gonna hold you. That was pretty good. But as far as smacking it back, the defense did their damn thing.
Hey, what's up, James? What's up, James? What's so funny, Dada? This is crazy, right? What's up, Dada? What's goody, GGs? What's poppin'? What's poppin', Cortez Green? What's goody? That's goody. This is crazy, Dada.
So as long as they're able to stick with their messaging, I think it's good. The fact that they were able to say and get it in there that, hey, man, listen, if this was all so bad, all so freaking bad, like they say, then why is it the police?
Nah, done. That's what I'm saying, GG. Not even, bro. Not even, bro. Not even, GG. It's not even on that time, man. Fridays is in the building on a lot. Let me in, Dada. Nigga, you know, you got the link, bro. You got the link, GG. Yeah, Dada. Nah, Justin Bieber, Meek Mills. What you talking about? None of them people's actually, what you talking about? You crazy? Them people ain't testifying. Yeah, so it does like everything that you ever heard about Diddy Dadala, you gotta drop it. Now this is the case. It's real evidence that's involved here, Dadala. So you can't, like the Meek situations, we understand you could have people was having fun with it. You know what I'm saying? The Usher situation, people was having fun with it. The Bieber situation, people was having fun with it, Dadala. But that's not actually what he's actually charged with. So you're gonna have to stay a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Take about a grin, Dadala. He's not charged with none of that shit, GG. And I actually thought maybe he was charged with all that or whatever the case may be, but he's not. He's not even charged with the Little Rod, no Diddy, the Little Rod situation. So you gotta take it like, yo, what the fuck, with a grain of salt, GG. The case has to, like the trial has started, so this is what's going on right now. I don't even think Diddy got a bad shot of maybe being this. Who knows?
was never called. But I'm going to be fair. If the police were called and people just started lying, cool. But you do have the overlying thing. These were not years and years and years of abuse and nobody decided they wanted to leave. These were years and years of abuse. And even in certain instances, and this is where I think the defense made a hell of a thing, where they said, hey, man, hold on, bro. Everybody at one point in time participated in this. So with that being said, I'm going to be fair, bro. It's looking good for Sean Combs. So I'll give the slight edge to the defense. Some of y'all going to be like, well, it's because Brian Steele is on there. All right, bro. I get all that. But if you can, if y'all watch me from the Young Thug trial, for the most part, I was fair. A lot of people hated me when I was freaking on Glanville side. So it is what it is on that. But yeah, man, this is going to get interesting. And I think I want to say, bruh, I thought it was going to be Young Miami because it's probably going to pop up. Young Miami and Diddy dated in 2022. They said that the other lady, I believe Jane, that they started dating in 2020. So let's make sure that we don't sit up here and bash her because technically it's not her. It's 2 years off. But let's get back into it. I think they're done with lunch. Yeah. Brian Steele, we will be objecting to 2 exhibits. Judge, in the future, I like to hear this the day before. We only learned they objected this about an incident report about the hotel hallway, broken vase. The report has an addendum. Brian Steele, in the third paragraph, he writes that he did not want Mr. Combs to see Cassie out in front. He talks about a co-worker, A-D-E-Y, that Mr. Combs is about to yell. That is speculation. It should not go in. And then basically, the judge says, Mr. Slavic, please pass up the exhibits adjourned. And we don't really know what the heck happens after that. They're back, or nearly all of them. Judge, in terms of the objection, defense, we're still waiting for the defendant. Judge, oh, sorry, Combs is brought in. One exhibit objected to, the subject to U.S. laying the proper foundation. It is admissible. Wow. All right. Judge, the exhibit with the added note, the objection is well taken. It is excluded. Well, at least they got that. Let's get the jury back in. Judge, all rise. Jury enters. Is the government ready to
say? I got something to say about this Diggy shit. I got something to say. Brody got some shit to say about Diddy. You should never start this damn subject. I've been on Diddy all year, bro. You should have did this shit to me.
Yeah, this shit.
But look, bro, listen. I don't real shit. I don't care about y'all Diddy fans. I'm gonna say it on YouTube. I don't care about y'all Diddy fans. Look, yeah. It's like this, bro. He don't want.
Look at this dude right here says, to me, Puffy is innocent until proven guilty.
That's a lie. They got tapes, bro. They got proof. They got evidence. They done raided this man's house. What the fuck is y'all talking about, man? Y'all need to go do your homework, bro. But I seen the clip when they raided this man's house with what's his name up for Atlanta Housewife. He was married to fucking Ray J, bro. Whatever his name is. They raided that man's house, bro. Handcuffed his ass. Ran up on him. So what y'all talking about? He is to the court of law, man. Y'all go do y'all homework. Some real shit. He's scared to do the please, you feel me? Because he know he gonna do some little time. They might give him a little time, a little probation. But if he get out, if they let him go free in the streets, bro, he's done. He's done. Diddy been done a long time ago, bro.
Yeah. So what you saying, Dada? What you saying, Dada? Because these niggas saying that Puffy to them, Puffy is innocent until proven guilty.
He ain't innocent, man. That man guilty to the court of law. Y'all need to go back. Y'all need to go back and look at the clips. Go back and look at the footage when he was beating on his girl and shit. Oh yeah, all that showed all that shit with Diddy was being on the woman and stuff.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Her about her hair in the freaking hotel room, bro.
What else?
Yeah,
bro, you know all the, I know you know it all. What else? But
do you think about Diddy, bro? When I look like when he did that little kidnap, claimed that little girl that been looking for ever since last year. Bro, they should have got him for kidnapping charges, bro. That should have been a kidnap charge.
Yeah.
Taking somebody else's kid. This day forward, that's what you still call him, daddy. So come
Yeah.
on, man. Go look at all that. Go back and look at all that. Play all that stuff. But I know what they did. Bro, they ain't gonna show none of that in the courtroom, bro. I already know how the system finna get done. They ain't gonna show none of that.
So you feel like he's not charged with none of that shit? He's not charged with none of that shit you're saying.
They ain't gonna show the footage. You know, they gonna hide some shit, bro.
No, I'm saying, but he's not charged with none of that shit that you're saying. He's not charged with none of that shit.
Yeah, he needs to be bro. No, bro. They ain't finna put my shit.
So are they gonna let him out? That's what we actually saying. Do you feel like they're gonna let him out?
I feel like they're gonna let this man out, bro. Bro, if I was a judge, bro, I would have been. It would have been no trial. It's over with. I'm hearing the thing. You doing life without parole. You ain't seeing day no more. So
if you was the judge and giving that nigga life without parole?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
listen. Listen. They already know when you get behind the bars what you did. They gonna be on it. You know he up there stressing with all that gray hair and stuff. You know they in there. You know he can survive. They beating the crap out of him, bro, in that jail cell, bro. If y'all go back and look at all this stuff, Diddy, the footage, the pictures, the videos and stuff, man, y'all tripping. They ain't gonna play that in the courtroom. I got a feeling. You know his mama got this little.
But you feel like,
real. Listen, I got words.
But you honestly feel like the government's gonna let him go. But if you was the government, you wouldn't. You think he's gonna be freed?
No,
because that's what you just said.
No, this what y'all don't understand, and that's what I found out. Another thing about Diddy, his mama got some. You feel me? Trying to pay off the DA for him, trying to pay it off. Like this shit ain't never happened on some real shit. I did my homework on the mama. Me and my mama Friday did the homework, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The mama trying to get.
So he paid his debt.
So he trying to pay off the stuff he did. He don't want to be.
He paid his debt that he owed the people because he tried to sue the people. So they made him pay him. So he paid his debt. So now they're gonna let him run the trial out the way he needed.
No, bro. This how way I feel. The mama trying to pay the judge. Pay all these lawyers.
But he paid the debt. He paid the debt.
It don't matter. He paid the debt, bro. It's still more to this story. We will never know. The stuff is hid. Everything got when he went. You know the time when he was in the White House, bro. Oh God, I promise you, he was with Obama. But I can't say this shit on YouTube, bro. They saying
that Michelle's a boy.
No, they saying.
Yeah, I saw that. She said she was a black
man. Yeah, saying she a black man.
Michelle's Michael.
Yes, that's a man.
For real?
Yes.
Wow.
She got a book out. She wrote a book. My mama got her book right now. Tell you her life history. How
That's
she came
different. So if she's a man, how did she got kids?
Ooh. You know how they do that.
You could make kids with your DNA.
Yeah, you know a little surgery you can have to have you know your what's it call it move. You know, no Diddy shit. They have your what's it call it move off your body, bro.
Now you just advocated. All right, so back. All right, let's get back to the topic, Dada. So what's up with Diddy, Dada?
Diddy? Okay, back to the topic. Fuck it. We back to Diddy.
What's up with Diddy? What do you actually feel about Diddy, Dada?
I feel like he need to do that time. He need to stay behind bars. I feel like the shit he done, bro. It don't matter because you paying your debt to the DA. That don't matter about none of that.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, bro, take the pleas deal. His mama telling him, don't take the pleas deal.
5 years.
5 years, bro. That's all you gotta do. Take the plea deals. But that's what though. The mom telling him don't take the plea deal. You know why? She don't want to see her son behind bars for 5 years. Let's be real with it. Why you think they trying to pay all that debt off?
Homie said, damn, you harsh. Life without parole though.
Yeah. But real talk. Look.
They asking you that. They said life without.
Yes, life by parole. Come to Josh's courtroom. Now I'm a judge. It don't matter because you ain't gonna pay me nothing. I don't care how much money you got. If I go look back, yeah, I would give him life by parole. He'd be glad if he don't get the death chair. They'd be glad if he don't get the death chair. You know what I'm saying? With me, I would have gave him the death chair. You feel me? I wouldn't even did him like that. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? I'll give him life by parole. He can't see ground no more. That's what I did. So boom.
So you're not gonna give him the death chair?
Nah, no. I won't go get. I'll give him life by parole.
Damn. So it's either the death chair or life without parole. That's all that's going on in your courtroom.
Yeah.
All right.
But so boom, like I said.
But in reality, he got 5 years. But so you're saying, yo, cut the fucking plea deal, the 5-year plea deal. You ain't even hearing the 5-year plea deal.
Well, I ain't want to hear that shit because his mama don't want son behind bars. No, he ain't gonna survive in prison for 5 years. Come on, bro. Think about it. Why you think the mama paying the DA off? Why you think she try to pay these judges off and these lawyers off, bro? So he could be outside the. You feel me? But if he hit outside the street, he's still gonna be overwhelmed. They see him in the street, bro. They're gonna do him dirty. I'm keeping it 100. I don't care all your Diddy fans get mad or not. I'm a fucking YouTuber. I do my homework when it comes to Diddy. When I heard Diddy, I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta get up here. Cause I've been trying to call him out all year long. I'd call him out on Instagram on my old phone. I'd call him out on my YouTube show.
Tell us what you got to say to the nigga. You hear?
Yeah, listen, Diddy, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't feel sorry for you. I don't feel no remorse. I don't feel nothing for you, bro. I'm a cold-hearted nigga right now. Because what you did, bro, look at all the charges. Then don't forget he was giving unasked kids drugs and stuff. Let's go back and look at that clip too. So we play
you a cold, you a cold-hearted nigga right now, though?
Yeah, I'm a cold-hearted nigga right now when it comes to
what's going on, Dada? You don't feel no type of sympathy for him?
So no, I ain't got so let's talk about they say Diddy when now some of the rappers, you can't get mad at the music business. Let's talk about that, Diddy. Let's talk about what you did to some of the people in the music business. Yeah, let's put it all out here. Yeah. So did you hear about no Diddy shit? You did see the tape, the film that they put up there with Matt Mill and Diddy. You feel me?
Yeah.
On some gay shit. On some gay shit. Yeah. So they were scared to come out and tell what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about Diddy. Let's talk about the goddamn giving the kids underage drugs, and you trying to you trying to go with men and stuff like that.
But that's not he's not charged with none of that, Dada.
He needs to be charged. He need to be charged with that. I don't care what nobody say, bro. If you go look at all that shit, Diddy the Diddy.
He said if he's guilty, give him time, but no parole.
Bro.
With parole. I think
by parole, he ain't gonna see day no more. No light or nothing, bro. He ain't seen day no more with me. What you mean, parole? You can't stand ground no more, bro. You ain't gonna have no visitation with me. You can't even see your mama or your daddy or your family. Like I said, I'm a cold-hearted nigga when it comes to Diddy. I'm a cold-hearted nigga. I don't care what none of y'all say on this motherfucker. YouTube today.
No, we can't. So boom. So Diddy walked into Josh's court, you're charging that nigga either the death chair or life without parole. And if he does get life without parole, he can't use the phones, you said?
Oh, he can use the phone. No, he couldn't. He couldn't see his family, bro. They can't no visitations. That's how I will be in courtroom. No visitations.
No visitations? Oh, he could call them though. Damn, you dangerous, bro. Why you so fucking dangerous? What's up with you?
Why I'm so dangerous, bro? When it comes to Diddy, I don't like Diddy. And I'm saying no lie. I ain't never liked Diddy. I couldn't get into his music when I was a kid. That's some real crap. I know you played your part with the part with Tupac and all them and Biggie, bro. I know you got your part on that shit too. We'll never know. They would never show that clip. We know you got your part on that big Biggie crap, bro. got you feed me.
Yeah.
I'm a cold-hearted nigga right now. I'm sorry, bro. I'm being cold-hearted right now. See, me personal, put
Go
like
ahead.
I'm being cold-hearted today, and I told my sister today I was gonna chill. Yeah, bro, it's good behind that.
I feel like, nigga, I feel like everything you saying, he's not charged with though no more.
That's
Friday.
what's crazy. That's what's the crazy part, though. That was the whole plan, bro. Now I done put the puzzle together. That was the whole plan. The mama pay out his debt, so he won't get charged with them charges. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But he get charged with these charges going on right now.
Yeah.
I done put the puzzle together. Y'all. The mama don't want to see her son in jail. Nobody mama don't want to see that kid in jail.
Yeah.
But this take the 5 years, please, bro. Do the 5 years, bro. This be a man and don't be no pussy.
You feel like that's a man right there? That's a man taking the deal, or he's gonna be a man that seeing the whole trial, making the whole trial, How long you think this trial's gonna be?
I think it's gonna be, bro. To be honest with you, bro, I think this trial gonna be a good ass minute. You feel me? It'll go on for a minute because I just got to. Yeah, it's gonna go on for a minute. Diddy guilty. So look, they gonna get back there in the room. Listen on some real shit. They gonna get back in the room. They gonna be like, "Do you plead innocent or guilty?" That's what they gonna do. Not guilty. I already feel it. I already feel it.
They said, "Damn, bro, you're too harsh."
I don't give a damn. I'm telling you, I'm a cold-hearted nigga right now when it comes to Diddy. I ain't got no remorse for this man right now. Y'all need to do y'all homework. Go back and look at all the shit he did. Then, they only gonna stick him with these charges right now in trial, but then sticking with all the charges he did back then.
Yeah.
So what you mean? Why I'm being so harsh towards Diddy, bro? I'm gonna say it one more time.
My nigga Friday's My nigga Friday's dangerous. Hey, player. Wow, bro is mean. Friday's thugging.
Witness A USA. First, we entered 4 exhibits. Agnafilo, no objection. ASUA, we're just gonna call it the feds from now on. Is that all right? Cool. I'm glad with y'all. We call LAPD. Oh no. We call LAPD officer Israel Flores. He's sworn in. Flores. I'm also a reservist for the Army. I was a guard in Securitas in 2016 in the Intercontinental Hotel near Century City. Feds. What happened on March 5th, 2016? Flores. I was told on the 6th floor. There, I recognized Sean Combs. He is there wearing a gray sweater. Feds. What's your title? Flores. Assistant Director of Security.
You said why?
You got stairs up there. You don't know what apartment it is. I got his number if you want me to call him. Hold on, y'all.
Hey, fam, I'm about to call in, gang. Call in.
Yeah, call in.
Oh, he's calling in. You can't take the phone. You won't be able to take the phone call and be on at the same time, though.
No, I answered out and tell him to call in.
Nah, but we want to hear it too, though. We want to hear y'all little conversation. Just come up. Come up here. Hit the link.
Girl. I'll be back. I'll be right back.
What? You getting a call?
Yeah.
All right.
Feds. Let me show you a photo of the Intercontinental Hotel. Flores. It's shaped like a pyramid. Feds. What kind of incidents did you respond to? Flores. All kinds. We had a couple of can't say that word. We had a couple of offenses right there. We prepared incident reports, the 5 Ws. Would you attach photos to reports? Flores. Yes, but not video. We did not have the password. Feds. When did this incident take place? Flores. 11 a.m. I got a report of a woman in distress on the 6th floor. I closed the security base and checked the cameras. There was an African-American man pacing back and forth. I didn't see a female. I rushed there. Feds. What did you see on the 6th floor? Flores. Mr. Combs in a towel and some colored socks. He's a rapper, producer. And Cassie on the floor. Feds. Let me show you photos. Combs in a tuxedo in a separate photo. Cassie Ventura smiling. feds. What did you tell them, Flores? That they were arguing? They had to take it back to these rooms, and that the broken vase will be charged to the room. Cassie said she wanted her phone and her bag. Flores.
What happened?
Hold on, bro. Not. So the comments. Now I love the comments, bro. So come up here, speak your mind, bro. Ain't no calling in. We up here on the two. We are on here. So we gonna have a bet about Diddy today. Let's go. Let's run. I'm gonna smoke.
So what happened? You was gonna call? Just come up. Come hit the link, GG. Oh, you got some smoke or something, Dada. Yo, hit the link. Hit the link. Come up. Hit the link, GG's.
Cassie said she wanted to leave. Mr. Combs said, "You're not leaving. I saw inside the room. A male black was wearing dark clothing." What?
What happened, GG?
Like I said, y'all, if y'all got anything to say about Diddy, come up, step up, be a man. So we can have this debate. No, we ain't doing no hotline calling. Cause I don't want to hear none of that on the phone. We're gonna do it right here. The whole world to hear it.
Have your research. Israel Flores' background is hella shady. Just come up here, Dada. Hit the link, Dada. Oh, James is up here. All right.
Hey,
So what you
cracking,
trying to say,
cracking?
James? Hold on, pause. Wait a minute, bro. We finna have a little debate right here, real quick.
That's cool.
But
Let's
I'm finna
get
take
to it.
over. Listen, let me take over real quick. Now I'm finna run this show real quick. You just sit
How
back
you
and
gonna
chill.
run the show in this easy show, bro?
Bro, I'm his brother. I'm Friday, the CEO. So what's your point? What you got to say? Cause Friday ain't no Diddy fan. See, like I said this, bro. I don't care how mad you
Slide
get.
up here. Slide up here. Y'all
Nah,
can hit the
Listen,
link. Hit the link.
bro,
listen,
ain't nobody mad. Like, just say
listen.
your piece. Say what you gotta
Look, bro,
say.
this is what I'm gonna say, bro. You look
Got you.
bad at all the shit that Diddy did, bro.
Wait a minute, Friday.
Diddy,
Let James say whatever he's gonna say. Go ahead, James.
Hey, this is my defense, bro. I'm not like, if you want to debate, that's cool. But let me talk and then you talk. Two people can't talk at the same time because half the stuff you just said, I didn't even really hear you. So
Yeah.
let me speak my piece. Let's be respectful. We all, man, let's just both respect each other and have a debate and let it be.
Hold
So,
on, he left. He happened to back off or something happened. But go ahead. You can still speak. Still speak
but
your
anyway,
mind. Yeah.
this is my thing. In the court of law, like, you're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. Being fair, upholding the rules. Like, I'm not saying that he's innocent, but I'm just saying just being fair, because that's why you go to court. One side got their point, and the whole other side got their point. So just being fair, to me, he's innocent. Now I know you see what you see on TV, all that. Now, you pointed out something to me that I didn't know. I didn't know he wasn't being charged on the Meek Mill, the Bieber stuff. So I didn't know that. I just learned that right now because
He's not charged with nothing, honestly.
Right, yeah, right. So I didn't know that. So that's why I brought that up. Like, oh, Bieber might testify, but as you said, he not being charged for that. So my thing with the prosecution is I want to see the evidence.
bro, go look
Show
it
me,
up, bro.
show me
Go
the
do.
evidence.
You
I
can
want
go pull
proof.
that shit up, bro. They showed that shit, bro, on TNZ, bro. When Diddy house got raised, bro. When Diddy house got raised, they were looking for Diddy. Diddy was trying to skip the country, bro. Trying to run for the feds, bro. So think about all this shit, bro. Hold on. Then you didn't hear the Matt Meal take. No, wait. Hey, I rock. Pull
But
up the
he not
hold on,
being
bro.
charged for Meek Mill though. The Meek Mill
See,
stuff, he not. That's not what they're
it
saying.
don't, bro. It don't matter, bro.
It
I
does
already know,
matter.
bro.
It does
That
matter. It's
DA,
the
he ain't
feds.
gonna
It
let him
matters.
go. If
It's
they
the
gonna let him
feds.
go, bro, I'm not no Diddy fan, bro. Like I said, if
I'm
I
not
was
saying
the
you a Diddy
judge,
fan.
I'm not
I'm
no
just
Diddy.
saying. talk about what they charging him for. Like Easy said, you talking about stuff that
No, bro.
he not.
I said today, bro. Listen, bro. You misunderstand the whole thing I'm saying, bro. We ain't talking about no old charges. What I'm saying is, why they can't charge him with the shit too? Double charges. You feel me? The shit he did, bro, it don't make no sense, bro. They gonna charge him with this right now, trial, bro. It don't make no sense to me, bro. That shit don't make no sense to me. It don't, bro. Like, y'all ain't understanding, bro. If I was the judge, like I said, I would give him life by parole. He
So
cannot see daylight again, and
my
he
question,
won't be able to have no visitations.
I understand that. So if you were the judge, what would you charge him with? Since you know everything about Diddy or you know what he did, what would you what
So
would
what would
you
I
charge
do?
him with?
Hey, look,
Since you want
bro.
no visitation, no,
He can't
and
have
you want to
no
give him life,
visitation.
what are your charges for Diddy? Since
You
you
want to
know
know what
about
my
Diddy,
choice for Diddy? You want to really know what my choice is for Diddy? See, if I was the judge, like I said, no life about parole. You feel me? With no visitation.
But what are your charges though? You can't just give
That
somebody life
charge him
without no
for the
parole.
that
What are you
charge for
charging
the
them for?
listen, bro. Listen, I'm about to tell you about the goddamn Met Meal charge.
He
I
not that's
charge. No, listen, bro. If I was a judge and they play all this shit, I'll let them play all this shit back in the courtroom. And I will make
Friday,
my decision on
Friday said he charged
everything.
him with the Kim Porter death. He charged him
Yeah,
with the
all that shit,
Biggie
bro.
Small, the Tupac,
Yeah,
the
all that. You
record. I told you
know,
before,
Diddy
so he
had
said all
something to do
that
with
shit
that
before.
Tupac and Biggie shit. Somebody you know, Diddy played his part in the Biggie. You feel me? I'm on YouTube. I'm a YouTuber, bro. I'm just saying. I'm expressing. That's my opinion on Diddy. Everybody else want to get mad. Like today, we had a debate about Diddy today. Me and my sister did. You know what I'm saying? My blood sister.
James, what you got to say about that, though? What you got to say about that, though? Like, you ain't... What you got to say about that?
because he
can't charge him with none of that shit, right?
yeah,
What
Izzy, that's
you
what
mean
I'm.
I can't charge
See,
him?
I can't
If you come to
I
Joshua
can't.
Green Court,
He not letting me
let him talk.
talk.
Friday
Like
courtroom,
he not.
if
See,
you
there we
come
go.
to
We talking
Friday
over each other.
courtroom, listen,
Hold on, bro. Like,
bro,
It's all
you
right,
want
James.
to start? All right,
see,
go
I
ahead.
can't talk. I can't talk. I can't talk.
Go ahead.
Man, we got to be respectful, man. I know you like emotional and you
He's
getting
passionate.
excited
He's
Okay,
passionate. He's passionate.
listen, I'm gonna
passionate.
be
You
real with
passionate
you.
about how you feel, and I get it. I understand it. But let's all be respectful. We having a little debate, and it's
Yeah.
cool. But say
I'm
your
not
piece,
listen,
and
bro.
then
No
let. But
disrespectful, bro. I respect everybody coming on this show to
yeah,
talk and do their
that's
thing. You
all I'm
feel me?
saying. It's
I'm
just
not
let's
going
all
up
just
on
be
you, bro.
respectful,
You
though.
saying you feel me? I'm not going up on you. You feel me? You know
You
we having a
passionate
little
about
debate
how you
right now.
feel, and I get it. I
Listen,
understand it.
I'm gonna be real with you. When I was a kid, on some real shit, I ain't never liked Diddy. When I was a kid.
But how? My question to you is, how is it that you don't like him and you never met him? You've never met him personally. You never had any interactions with him.
It don't.
You
Okay, I'm
you.
gonna let you finish.
It does matter because that's how you get to know somebody, right? Izzy, you interact with them, you spend time with them, you
I'm
might see them here and there, and then you befriend them, and then you really get to know that person. You
okay.
can't go
I
off
got a
what you
question.
see in the media or what you see on TV and
Okay,
say,
I
"Oh,
got a
I don't like
question.
Diddy because he's saying that," or "I don't like Diddy because the news is saying that." But
Okay,
you yourself, personally, as a man, you don't know Diddy. Do
bro.
you?
A lot of
No.
folks say this. That's what my sister said today, bro. I understand how you feel. You feel me like you said. Like I'm gonna be real with you, Carl. When I
For
was
sure,
like,
keep it 100.
I'm gonna be 100 with you. Me and my sister just had this debate 30
Okay.
minutes ago before I came on here.
Okay. Facts.
Facts. But she's saying this. But how do you know about like what your research said? I'm like,
That's what I'm saying. You gotta have proof and
I
evidence of what
got like
before.
if you go look at the beauty and stuff, the film, just like I'm telling you, you go look at the stuff he did, you feel me? The stuff like what he did to the kids, bro, give me underage kids drugs and stuff. So come on,
See
you
that?
gotta think about that. That's what I'm
That's
saying, James. You
that's
gotta
what
think
I
about
want to
that
see.
Diddy stuff, bro.
That's what I want to see. My thing is this: if you like, I got kids, and I'm
So
not sure
okay,
if
how will you
you
feel? Okay, how will you feel? Okay, let's put it like this: you got kids, right? Let's put it
yeah,
like you a dad, right? So let's
yeah.
let's let's just use a little versus psychiatrist a little bit. We gonna vibe burst this a little bit, okay? We gonna
Go ahead,
diverse
go
this. We
ahead,
gonna dissect this real quick.
go ahead, go ahead,
Let
bro.
me break it down in pieces to you. Okay, so you want okay? How will you feel if
hmm
somebody gave your kid underage kids some drugs?
Um, me per se, if somebody gave my kid some drugs, um, prosecute the person to the fullest extent of the law. That's how I feel.
Okay, okay, we put it
That's
like
my
that. That's how
stance on
you
that.
feel.
hmm
Okay, boom. Okay, let's do like this. If I had a kid
hmm
and they gave my underage daughter some drugs, you think I won't go out there and be like go to the stores? Why you giving them? Why you giving my daughter this for? Why she need that for? Like you know what I'm saying? Like that stuff, like bro, it don't make no sense. He giving underage kids. If you look back, and one of the videos like I was watching a while back, no bullshit, bro. We on this Diddy shit. On Diddy, they was talking about how he gave an underage kid drugs. So if we go back and do the research,
hmm
and you go like I'm saying, you sit there, you watch the videos, the clips real good,
hmm
and see that's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hold on.
That's
Let me answer your question real quick. If I had kids and somebody, which I do, I got two daughters.
I
If
respect
if
that.
if somebody gave my kids drugs, I would prosecute the person to the fullest extent of the law. Like period.
This what I'm trying to make.
Period. That's all I'm saying.
This,
And that's how I feel about him. If he For me, my question to you and Izzy is how could he Diddy has kids, but how
hold on.
allegedly,
Come
because
in.
we don't know if it's true,
Come
how
in.
could how
Come
could
in.
Diddy how how could Diddy
Come in.
how could Diddy give other
Everybody.
kids drugs when he has kids himself? Or allegedly, how could he touch kids when he has kids himself? How
So
could you
so
do
if
that and you
you
have kids?
no.
Allegedly,
So
quote
let's go
unquote,
back. Let's
they
go back.
they saying
So
that he
let's go back to the clip. Why don't keep getting interrupted? I'm sorry, I don't like to be interrupted before I lose my train of thought. Hold on 1 second. Don't even let them finish
Me,
talking.
I don't know about none of that. I don't know nothing about that. See what I'm saying?
But
So
listen, bro,
I
like
couldn't actually, you know what I'm saying, answer that question because I
well,
don't know
I'm
what
gonna answer.
Kenny
I'm
Trader
gonna
thought
break
is.
it down. Look, I'm
okay.
about to break it down to it.
You know what I'm
Like
saying?
if you go back
Right, facts, facts,
and you
facts.
look at the clips, right? If you go look at the clip, when Diddy, you know that shit about when Diddy
The-
supposed to be to somebody kid, right? And they put out a missing kid report. It was on the footage. No bullshit.
I ain't never seen that clip. I gotta go back. I haven't seen it, so I
Yeah,
do
I'm
gotta go
just
back
telling
and do
you,
my
I'm being
research. I ain't
honest.
seen
If
it,
you
bro.
go back, and when they talked about when that missing girl, they made a missing report
You
on this girl, and
you talking
they,
about Katie or Caitlin or whatever the little that
yes,
little oh her oh okay okay
yeah,
okay
yes. So
okay.
listen, they made a missing report
Mhm.
about their child missing, and they researched. So one day they got on YouTube together. They was on Instagram live.
Live, yeah. They did that little live little thing or
And
whatever.
then look, this day boy, she was calling him daddy and all of this and stuff. And she don't know that was her. She don't know who. You know what I'm saying? That's the shit
See, that
crazy.
was that was suspicious. Like that made me like that
Now
was a red flag with me.
That's speculative. That's speculating though.
Right. True. But Izzy, think about it. Like, okay, why is it? Let's use logic. All three of us. That's
okay.
a little girl. That's a little girl. All three of us know that that's not Diddy is not the little
charged
girl's
with that.
dad.
He's not charged with that though. He's not charged with none of that shit.
Right. But is he? But I'm just saying that's kind of weird. Why is the little girl calling him daddy?
That's what
You see what I'm saying, Izzy? I know he not charged, but it's just weird. Like, come on, that little girl.
It's I bet. In my opinion, it's weird, but
that's my point. It's just odd.
If that's his adopted kid, we don't know. We can't tell another man what his kid should be calling him.
Wait.
True. Facts.
That's what I'm saying.
Facts. I got you.
Y'all want my opinion now?
Just because I won't allow my kids to call me daddy doesn't mean that someone else can't allow their kids to call him daddy. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody calls their kid daddy. I used to call my father daddy. So but I just don't like my kids calling me daddy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just what it is. Call me dad.
Right.
Well, that's back. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get really called. You know what I'm saying? But it wouldn't matter if it slips like that. But if you just see it, you always see something. It gets called. If it's getting called, it's getting called in a way that it's not thing.
Okay, like I'm saying, that's in my opinion. Like you said, that was a red flag right there. You feel me?
Right.
Like you said, that made me feel some type of way. Like why?
Go ahead, Friday. What you were saying? Go ahead, James. You can talk.
Okay. Yeah, but that was kind of like a red flag for me. I don't know if he really did, but if he my thing is this is if he did adopt her and that really is his daughter, why don't you ever see her? Why is she not popping up at the trials? Why is she not? See, that's my thing too. That's another red flag because once you take adoption for a child, the child has to be with you, not all the time, but the child has to be with you or be visible or be present in your life. Where is the child out? See, that's another red flag. Now,
I mean,
I'm not saying that he's guilty. I'm not saying that he's guilty until I see all the evidence, because I'm being fair. I'm not being biased. I'm not going off what I see in the media. I'm not going off the video. I want to see more
honest opinion.
I mean, on that situation, I feel like y'all both on the same side. On that situation.
But then
what I gotta say is, when we talking about the trial, we can't be bringing up all the speculations because
true that.
You know what I'm saying?
True that.
If you just speculating, I just throwing just speculation out there.
True.
But if you see it, I mean, that's what you feel. That's what you feel.
Bro, so you asked me, bro, what is our opinion? I'm just being honest. I'm a YouTuber like you. We YouTubers, bro. Man, you YouTubers, bro. You got opinions, bro. I don't care about nobody else shit. We ain't up here. We ain't worried about
everybody
have
the way they feel.
Bullshit. It's our opinion.
True.
Go ahead. So what's your opinion?
So
what's your opinion, though?
Do you know? Hey, do you see that film, right? Okay, we having a debate on Diddy right now. We ain't talking about the trial no more. Do you see that film? No, listen.
So you getting off the topic Friday.
Rated, right?
Nah, bro, you getting off the topic. Like, stay. Like, I know I was speculating, and that's my bad. But that's just what I noticed, and I want to see if Easy or you have picked up on that. Those are two little red flags. No, that don't sit too right. But that's speculation.
That's what I'm saying, bro. If you listen, you
I'm listening, bro.
Like, bro, okay, we on the same page now. I'm feeling you. We on the same page. We rocking right now. We on the same page. So my honest opinion, bro, like you said, that's a little girl. You said that's a little girl when Diddy kidnapped that little girl.
Don't say kidnap, bro, because that's that. Don't
well,
say,
my bad.
Say,
Lord, my bad.
Let's
check it around.
Don't say kidnap, because from what Diddy said, he adopted her. So let's just say his adopted daughter.
Adopted daughter. Okay, his adopted
that's
daughter.
That's better, because certain things you can and can't say on YouTube, and I want Easy to get in trouble. So
I understand. Say that. Okay, adopted daughter. Okay, adopted daughter.
That's better.
Why? What you say, Friday?
I just tell right there. That made me feel some type of way. When I sat here and listen, you didn't see the whole clip. You didn't see the whole clip like I seen. What really that pissed me off on that adopted daughter situation. Why would you do something like that after they looking for their kid? They looking for their adopted daughter.
But do you think that's
No,
real?
they wasn't.
Yes, that was real.
They wasn't looking for her. They weren't the fam. Like according to Diddy, I'm just going on what he was saying. He was saying that he went to the mom or grandma
That's a
and
lie, right?
asked for permission to adopt her or to become her guardian. The family is not looking for, according to him.
But that's
Now,
a lie. That's not. Think about what you just said. What he said. Can you repeat that one more time? Repeat
but
that
you
one more
can
time to me. What you said. What Diddy said out his mouth. Repeat that one more time to
he
Friday. Cause Friday's
Diddy
ears was
Diddy
clogged up.
Diddy said on the live that he went to the mom or to the grandmother or whoever was the guardian of the little girl and asked for permission to adopt the little girl to become her guardian. To me, that don't make any sense. That's not logical. If this little girl have parents already, why would you go to
See?
her grandma or her mom and ask for like that was another red flag too. But that's speculation. I don't want to keep
Well,
talking
all
about
right,
that.
so,
So
so,
I
so,
let me
did.
stop.
so, so,
Okay,
I
listen.
bet. Hold on. So, if
Hmm.
you got a kid, right,
Yeah.
Right.
and
Okay.
your kid lives with your mom's, with her mom's aunt, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Your kid lives with your baby mom's aunt, older aunt, great aunt, right?
Hmm.
And she living with her, so when you come around, she runs to her and she's gonna ask her questions because that's her little guardian angel, guardian.
Right.
You
Right.
can
Right.
put
Right.
up
Right.
parents, so she's still gonna run to her aunt though. You niggas gonna be like, yo, that seems weird, but you don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. True. True that. True that. True that.
So
True
maybe
that.
maybe she
But
ran to
like
them
you
too.
were saying
Yeah.
earlier,
Maybe.
but like you were saying earlier, Jay, why I was being so harsh toward Diddy, when you said why would I give him life
Yeah.
without
Because
parole? Okay,
no
let's get back to that
visitation.
topic before I forget. Let me
He
put
can't
like
see his
Friday for
family.
this shit. He'll hop up to one top to another. If okay, I'm just being honest
Did
with you.
did he
I,
still human, man?
he got to have a little consequences,
You
bro.
gotta allow people to see their family. That's harsh.
Listen, listen. I'm not no hard. Friday ain't no bad person. Friday, Friday ain't horse like that for real. But the shit, bro, what's going on, bro, with this man, bro? That shit make me a cold blooded nigga like don't care about Diddy.
Yeah, go ahead,
But
nigga.
you, but
So it's like this. Why I would give him life? I would give him a choice, bro. I would give him a choice. Listen, I'll take that back. I give him a choice.
so you
Do
give
you
him
want the
life?
listen? Do you want the death chair, or do you want life? Or I feel like Friday feel like the mama paid off
Yeah,
the
I think it's
people.
funny. James said you gonna give him life. This nigga said, nah, I'm gonna give him a choice. I'll be fair. I'm not a bad person. I'm gonna give him the death chair.
Damn, that's even worse.
Listen, James, listen.
You
Say,
cold, bro. I'm
say,
glad you're not a judge. Hallelujah. Thank
you
God.
say you glad I'm not a judge. They said,
Yeah,
look,
you man. You just say you'll give him the death chair. That's worse than life, bro. That's crazy.
listen.
Thank
I
God
was
you ain't no
thinking
judge.
about, you know, when I was younger, I was thinking about taking going to be a judge.
Be a lot of dead criminals around.
Listen, bro, like I said, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. When I was a kid, I had a little dreams. I wanted to be a judge. That's always been my dream.
Mm.
And look,
My
he
boy,
said, He said,
those are your goals. You're grown now, so you could be a judge. Those are your goals. And we gonna have you as a judge. You gonna be a judge, nigga. You say you a judge, you a judge. So we
Yeah,
gonna have you up here. We gonna qualify you to be a judge, but you gonna have to do your homework.
yeah, I'm gonna do my homework.
All right, so you gonna have to know what I'm saying, be
Hey,
articulate and
Izzy.
shit.
Hey, Izzy, I got a question. What are they charging him with? Are they just charging him with the drugs, like just
They ain't charging him
That's
with
are.
no
the shit I
drugs.
was talking about.
So what are they charging him with? Are they charging him with like
They charging him with
coercion,
racketeering.
co- co-
They charging him with
racketeering?
racketeering. They charging
Mm-hmm.
him with sex trafficking.
Yeah, that
They charging him with sex crimes and shit.
So
like
they're charging him with coercion, to pressure people to have sex against their will.
yes.
I don't know if
Yes.
that's the charge, but
No,
I don't
I
know.
know
That's
that.
not the
Listen,
charge, but the charge is
can I
something
say
about
something real
sexual.
quick, James?
It's a
About
sexual. No, it's
James,
just like
can I
sexual,
say something
sexual
about what
conduct.
you mean about the sex trafficking? No, about the drug trafficking. Like
I
you
didn't see no
didn't
drug
see.
trafficking. They didn't say. They didn't mention drug trafficking.
What you remember is he before he left to go to Miami,
I'm
his
talking about
assistant,
right now. As the trial started, they mentioned 5 charges, and there wasn't no drug trafficking.
because
It was like,
before they stopped his assistant in Miami and they found drugs on him.
yeah, that has
That
nothing.
way. I'm
That has
ready.
nothing to do with him.
That's what. That's
Okay,
What's that?
okay, I got you. So
Mm-hmm.
so. Like I said, like I said though, we having a good debate, bro. We ain't up here arguing this shit. Because some people listen. Some people, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. Some people come up here, they want to have an argument about the shit, like to piss me off. Diddy this, Diddy that. See, look, half of these motherfuckers don't be persons. Everybody love come to my brother's show. They don't come to Friday show. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Why they don't come to Friday show? I'm gonna keep it a stack of butt with you. I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm not gonna do none of that.
so you give him life.
That's how I feel, bro. I'll give him life, bro. That's my opinion. I'll give him
But
life.
how can you? My question to you is how can you give him a verdict? You haven't even heard all the evidence. So how let
Listen, but
let
listen,
Nah,
what I'm
he
saying.
said he heard the plea deal for 5 years. He said even though he said he'll take the plea deal off the table. That's what Friday said.
they gave him a plea, is he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Listen, bro. I was watching the
Oh,
Breakfast
word.
Club. Listen, I was watching the
I didn't
Breakfast
know
Club.
they
5 years.
Yeah.
had gave him a plea.
You
5
didn't know
years.
about that, bro. That's what I was talking about, bro. They gave him a 5. Like, okay, if he pleads
5-year
guilty
plea.
to all them charges,
He
they
should
give
have
him
just
5 years.
Let me say this. Sorry to interrupt you, Friday, but man, they say the now the feds say they got this evidence and they've been now that's how the feds work. Because believe me, I know my mom's friend. She retired from the feds. Well, she worked for them for 30 years, and they'll watch you do something for years and years and years and won't pop you because they making their case stronger and stronger and stronger to take you out, to put you away for life. So if he
Honestly,
hold
I
on,
feel.
let me finish.
Go ahead.
He so if now that he knows that, and I'm pretty sure with the lawyers and all the power that he has, he knew he had to know that the feds are watching him. He had to know because he has too much power. He has too much power and he has too many powerful people around him not to know that he was being watched. I'm pretty sure he knew. If he was smart, I would have just took the plea. 5 years is nothing. 5 years gonna go by like that, and you're gonna be in PC. He gonna be PC'd up. And
Bro,
the thing about it is, he's not gonna be in general pop. He gonna go to Supermax. He's going to
we,
Supermax. He's a celebrity, so
we,
he gonna be 24/7.
I'm saying you're gonna take 5 years if you're innocent.
But it's but I mean, think about the type of jury that the prosecution is trying to set him up with. They gonna try to fry him, especially with they're saying allegedly that he SA'd a minor, a kid. Man,
Nah, they didn't. He's not charged with that.
he's not charged with that. Oh, okay.
Not charged with none of that, bro. That's what I try to tell you.
Got
He's
you.
not charged with none of that.
So
He's charged with the
basically,
He charged with the Cassie situation.
with the Cassie, with the cat.
And Cassie doing and her and him and Cassie doing escort things and doing sexual
Oh, they
things.
charging him with that.
Yeah, that's what they charging with.
Hey, tell me this, Easy. Like, what? How do you think that Cassie was coerced or pressured to be with him?
No.
Based off what she wanted for her career or her life, do you think she really had a choice to just walk away? Like, okay, I'm out. I'm gonna block you.
Because she walked away. She walked away with the trainer. Like, if you couldn't walk away, you definitely walk away with a trainer, nigga.
Yeah, true.
Like if you were in a relationship, if you were in a relationship, right? If you the boss of the company, right? And you gonna say this, the boss of the company is so fucking rude. He's so bad. You're not leaving with the janitor. If he's so bad, he ain't gonna let you leave with the janitor. Who the fuck is the janitor?
True.
You know what I'm saying? So you leaving with the trainer. You just left with the trainer, nigga. If that was the case, nigga, you would have been on your heels. All that shit.
I don't see. That's the thing. I don't see how they're trying to say that. Oh, he like pressured her or he coerced her to do something when, like you said, she just left.
I feel like this, and she got pregnant and she married someone, but it's not that.
So I don't see how he pressured her. Maybe.
But he could have pressured her with the lifestyle, like she wants the lifestyle. So
maybe that's
in front of her.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was, because
but you can walk away from that. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to grab that lifestyle. You grasp that lifestyle if you want to. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta stay more aware. But he actually could have I feel like he could have, you know what I'm saying, pressured her in some ways, probably. You know what I'm saying? We don't know, you know what I'm saying? He knows the ways and shit like that, but she was a strong person and probably, you know what I'm saying, more educated shit. She didn't have to, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, GG.
I'm sorry, Feds. What did Mr. Combs do after Cassie left? Flores. She called for me. He called for me. He was holding a stack of money not to tell anyone. Feds. What did you say? Flores. I said, I don't want your money. The damage is going to be charged to your room. Feds. Where did Cassie go? Flores. After I spoke with her, she left. A car pulled up. She left in a black SUV. Feds. Was there a driver? Flores. 7 feet. Flores. He said she wants to leave. I said, I'm talking to her, not you. They left. Feds. Then what? Flores. We went up to Mr. Combs' room to remind him of hotel rooms. He opens the door and grabs the phone and says, are you recording me? I pinned him to the wall. Flores. I took photos of the broken vase to tell them to come clean it up. I went to write an incident report. Feds. Is this it? Flores. My report? With my name on it? Defense. Same objection. Judge. Noted. Feds. Did you review the video? Flores. Yes. Feds. I'm handing you a thumb drive with videos. Video shown. Feds. Did it have audio? Flores. No. Feds. Let's walk through it. Who is this? Flores. Cassie. Feds. And this? Flores. Mr. Combs. Feds. What's happening here? Flores. She picked up the wall phone. Feds. What did you find when you got there? Flores. The broken vase. Feds. What is at the end of this video? Flores. Me coming out of the elevator. Feds. Let's pull up the incident report again. Flores. Here. We reminded him that the checkout time was approaching. Feds. What did you add to the incident report after you reviewed the video? Flores. I described what I saw in the video. Feds. What else did you do with the video? Flores. I recorded 2 videos of it with my iPhone to show my wife at home. Flores video with the voiceover, including about how shiny his shoes were, is played for the jury. Feds. Did you work the next day? Flores. No, I had the next 2 days off. Feds. When you came back in, did you look for the video? Flores. I did. Flores. But it was gone. Feds. Did you ever see it again? Flores. Yes, recently. Feds. Nothing further. Judge. Cross-examination. Combs. And look who's coming up. I told y'all, man. No, I didn't tell y'all. Sorry. That was a private conversation. My bad. Brian Steele. You said your report was the 5 W's, right? Flores. Yes. You mentioned that when you got off the elevator 11:14 or 11:15, you described Mr. Combs as having a devilish expression on his face. Flores. That's my opinion. Still, when you get off the elevator, what's in your hand? Flores. My radio. Still. Mr. Combs did not attack you, did he? Flores. No. Still. And was there any law enforcement involvement? Flores. No. Still. You videoed for your wife and kept it, right? Flores. I did. Still. but never was law enforcement called? Flores, they were not. Still, you told the jury Mr. Combs said to Cassie, "You're not leaving," but your report did not say that, right? Flores, at that point, I did not believe it was significant or was a significant fact. I'm not going to put down the back and forth. Still, so it wasn't important 9 years ago, but only now? Feds, objection, judge, overruled. Flores, I did not put in a report, or I did not put it in a report at the time. Still, you said you were offered a bribe, but you hadn't told him he had to pay you for the vase? You said you were offered a bribe, but hadn't you told him he had to pay for the vase? Flores, yes. Still, the gentleman you say you saw in the room, you described to the jury things not in your report. Flores, he did not engage. Still, why didn't you ask him his name? Flores, he wasn't talking to no one. Still, did you tell anyone at this time? Flores, no. Still, and the 7-foot driver, do you know who it was? Flores, I don't know, but Cassie knew. Still, you didn't put it in your report that you offered to call law enforcement, but she refused. Why not? Flores, she said no. So there was no reason to include it. Still, you said you put Mr. Combs against the wall. That's aggressive, isn't it? Flores, could be. But I only put my forearm against his chest. Still. But you didn't put that in your report. Flores, you're asking me to have put more detail in my report? Still. Do you remember the layout? Flores, no. Just a corner room. Still. Was it a normal hotel room like I would stay in? Just one room, or did it have a living room? Flores, I don't know. Still, the third party you said he was on a bed? Flores, it was a pullout. Still, you were in the hospitability business as well as the security, right? Flores, yes. Mr. Combs, it was clear that he wanted to pay you for the damage, right? Feds, objection, cause for speculation. Judge, ask it in a different way. Still, it can be embarrassing for a guest. Feds, objection, judge, sustained. Still, one moment. Nothing further. Judge, redirect. Feds, did you typically include every single detail in the report? Flores, no. Feds, did he seem drunk or high? Flores, no. Feds, when he offered you money, what did he say? Flores, that he didn't want anyone to know about it, pretty much. Feds, which way Mr. Combs dragging Cassie? Flores, back to the room. Feds, nothing further. Judge, recross? Still, they are motion sensitive cameras, so there are gaps, right? Flores, yes. Still, nothing further. Damn, that's pretty good. I think that's pretty goddamn good. Judge, next witness. Feds, Comey. What did Miss Ventura pay you for? Wait, who the hell is this? I don't know. Witness. Oh. I know who this is. I can't put it out there, but I know exactly who this is. To have S with her, Sean Combs was there too. Witness. My boss called me and said he couldn't find any of our black dancers, so I could go to a bachelorette party in the Gramercy Park Hotel in downtown Manhattan. Comey, what did you expect to do? Witness. A little stripper dance. Male dancer. She was in the hotel room in a red wig, stockings, and sunglasses. She gave me a few $100s. Comey, what was the room like? Male dancer. Red couches, Astroglide, a lubricant. There was a man on the right side of the room. Male dancer. The man had on a white robe and a bandana over his face. Below his eyes, a baseball cap. From his voice, I recognized him, Sean Combs. Comey, what did he say? Male dancer. That he was into importing and exporting. Male dancer. He said he was having problems with my boss. Defense. Objection. Comey, I'll get back to that. After the sex was over, what happened? Male dancer. Cassie gave me a couple of $1,000 more. Male dancer. He said to give them to my phone number. I did. Cassie. He said to give them my phone number. My bad, y'all. My bad messing this up. I did. Cassie called me and asked me for a photo. Call me. Then what? Male dancer. She called me to go back. I did for a few hours. And then a few times after that. Feds. Combs always present? Yes. Comey. Any other locations? Male dancer. Essex House, his residence on 56th Street, I believe 210 at the time, and at her residence on West End Avenue.
What's up, James?
Hey, what's up?
We just listened to the rest of the court layout real quick.
I think number 10, Feds. What name were you to say you were to see? Male dancer. Black. Male dancer. I would send her vulgar text messages. Like what? Male dancer. You want me to say it? Call me. Give an example. Male dancer. I text, I want to fuck you right now. Feds. How often did you use baby oil? Male dancer. Every time. Male dancer. Sean Combs said we didn't have enough baby oil on. He's no, I'm sorry.
So he's locked off. He's knocked off for what he likes to do in his bedroom.
That's his.
That's weird, right?
Yeah. That's what it seemed like the whole. That's what it seems like the state is trying to prosecute him for. Is for his private activities in his bedroom. That's that man business. That's personal.
Yeah.
You can't prosecute somebody for how freaky for how freaky and how sexual they are in their bedroom behind closed doors.
Yeah.
He could like to play with monkeys.
That's a fact.
He could like to play with monkeys. Or play with dogs or goats.
Yeah.
Behind his bedroom door. That ain't nobody's business. You understand?
Yeah. That's different.
That's crazy. How you gonna prosecute somebody for how sexual or how freaky they are? Man, this case about to be crazy, bro.
Yeah, that's weird.
And then if you I'll just say this. The people that the prosecution brought up to testify against Diddy, that security guard Flores, he don't have the greatest background either.
Yeah.
Israel Flores, he don't because why didn't he put it in his report, or why didn't he mention calling law enforcement? Why see he wanted the money. The money is what he was after. He took the money. He didn't even call like.
You say he was hella shady.
Yeah, he's shady, bro. Like, what? I don't know. Like,
so shady.
That witness that they bring in to try to like. I don't know. I don't think he gonna stand up like in court because Diddy lawyers is too. They gonna try to find some stuff on him also to make to damage his character. Watch.
Yeah.
This case about to be wild because didn't Cassie testify, or wasn't she supposed to testify too, or be on the stand today, or show up in court or something like that?
Yeah, that's what they was talking about. She saw us, yeah, but we already ran through it. That was in the beginning.
Well, I'll ask you this, and I'll get down because I want to hear the rest of what Sadie Nash had to say. What would you do if you was in Diddy's situation? Would you have taken a plea, innocent or not? You put yourself in Diddy's shoes. What would you do? You knowing the prosecution.
If I put myself, if I put myself in Diddy's shoes, I'll be imagining it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't imagine. Right. Why I don't imagine bad shit.
True that.
You know what I'm saying?
True that. That's
put yourself in someone's shoes that died. It's like I can't put myself.
True that.
You know what I'm saying?
So and then I know his sons did some things too. I don't know if a couple charges have been brought on his sons yet, but I know
if I was more or less, if I was Diddy, if you want me to tell you what would happen if I was what should happen if I was Diddy, more or less about this what happens. Just this what Diddy needs to do.
Right.
He gotta fix himself, clean himself up, get more righteous, you know what I'm saying? And just live up like you got money, nigga. Pay like you don't gotta pay everybody off or anything like that. Pay people if you start working with people, just pay them for what they worth. You know what I'm saying?
True that.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all can make it. You could even make greater shit. You could be up, nigga. You gotta have real friendships, You know what I'm saying? That's all like Diddy don't have to be like the nigga, the boss nigga to like,
Nah, he don't.
you know, I'm taking this, you know what I'm saying? Everything's not in your favor. Nah, everything's already in your favor. You're already top dog. So if you top dog, just pay everybody equally for what the fuck they think. If people create music or people do certain shit, just give them their rights. You feel like someone else is nice, give them they fucking clap for them. Bring them up. Say they're nice. Everything don't gotta be war. Everything don't gotta be competition. You know what I'm saying? Friendly competition leads to real competition. Niggas always get delusional, so you gotta stay aware that you gotta stay focused. You know what I'm saying? So more or less, I couldn't help Diddy. All I gotta say is you gotta fix yourself real quick. And best believe you already be up. He's already up with the money situation. So all you gotta do is like you good.
I mean, he was damn near a billionaire or close to.
Imagine if he handled Mason them right, if he handled these people right, if he handled Mason a lot, them niggas, he'll have some people behind them, like some real people behind him, like yo, that's Diddy, what the hell?
He had some heat, bro. He
don't got nobody like that.
The locks was crazy.
Or his relationships, and he actually paid, like he could have paid them, made them rich, did whatever he did. I'm saying, paid whatever the fuck he had to do, made them superstars. It is what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying?
He should,
like you don't gotta do dirty.
You right. You don't have to, but he should. The industry for years, according to the people that I talked to, has been like that. But I don't know, man. Like. The way quote unquote he did Biggie, like allegedly that wasn't cool either, and then it's just a lot of just a lot of different stuff. Like him as a person, the way he did Biggie when he found out that Biggie was trying to leave or was gonna wind up leaving his label, that wasn't cool either. So I think his character is not.
I feel like if Biggie was alive, he would have made way more money with Biggie here, Like you always want to have some type of fucking points on his fucking career, You actually work with him, so no matter what, you would have points off whatever he was about to do and shit like that. So he would have been good.
He was still gonna eat off Biggie, even though Biggie left. Biggie was leaving anyway. Biggie knew, quote unquote, that he had signed him to a contract that wasn't good. Biggie was gonna leave. So, but it's just a lot of speculation because I know I've heard stuff about
that comes with insecurity.
Right.
So you get insecure, you don't know what's going to happen in the future, so you get so nervous that you're trying to take somebody out, so your future could progress because you don't know if they're going to fuck with you no more. So you don't feel like you need to be by them for your future to go up. Everybody need to be independent so they can be themselves, so they can go up. Everybody got their own. Everybody's body's their own business. So if he feels like he's working with him and he's the biggest fucking star ever, he's just like, oh shit, what's gonna happen if he don't fuck with me?
Right, you know right. That's probably how he was thinking.
That's how life works.
That's probably how he was thinking. Like, oh, if Biggie leave, then who I'm gonna get next, or what I'm gonna do next? So let me take Biggie out, and because Kim Porter's book was saying allegedly that he was saying that he could make more money off Biggie dead than if Biggie was alive.
Listen, hold on. Hold on, wait a minute. Not there we go.
That's what. Yeah, he made the
way
most
money off.
With Biggie when he was dead, but you didn't work with Biggie for that long. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, he only worked with Biggie for a couple of years, and then
of course he made the most money. But if he worked with Biggie for 20, 30 years, he would have never made the most money.
Hey, look, back then. Listen, on some real shit. Back then that song called "I Love You When You Call Me Big Papa." You a true player. Throw your hands up. Diddy was in that video.
And they said that Cassie testified. She testified today.
Biggie was mafia. Biggie. Look, I think Diddy had his. Wait. I think Diddy had his part in that. In that Biggie. So you see, I don't see. See, look, this is so stupid. I had to step outside. Everybody in my house. I can't get
Oh,
no
damn.
phone calling. My old
Man,
lady
he kicked her in
calling
the
me.
head. Oh my God.
So look, bro. I know, hey, bro. I know they gonna have, bro. I know this you too. We
And
might
he
go
dragging
viral.
her in the hotel.
Hey, bro. We might go viral today, son. You feel me? Off of
What
this
do you mean?
statement we having this debate right here. Cause look, see, look, James, I fuck with you, James. You know what I'm saying? Cause you ain't one of them person. You know, I'm gonna let you talk your opinion. You feel me? Like I was saying.
Nah, bro. I'm
Like no, like
respectful.
I
I
was
got
saying
respect.
earlier,
Like
though,
I
bro. You
respect
like you
everybody.
said,
I'm
we
not.
got to be. You like you said, we got to be respectful to each other. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I know how
You
mama
feel
did
you feel like what do you feel, James? You feel like Friday's disrespectful?
No, no. I just feel like Friday is a very passionate person about what Friday chooses to talk about. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
See, this the topic. We was talking about this. You remember, bro? We was talking about this last year.
So Friday, what you feel? What you feel about James? You feel
I'm gonna
like
keep
James
it
a
bro.
respectful person?
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I respect that. You know what I'm saying? I respect him. He know what he said. All that shit 100. I respect him. We ain't up here like I'm not on no disrespectful stuff. He ain't on no
No, of
disrespectful.
course
This
not, of
what
course
I
not.
like. This what I like. I fuck with him. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
I
right.
would get
It's a
him. Look,
debate.
Friday will give him an interview. All the
So
others,
there you
you
go.
know.
So y'all niggas could drop the bullshit. Now y'all could keep debating. Not what playing. I'll fuck with you.
Oh yeah, bro. We ain't on the bullshit. We ain't arguing, but we just having a debate on Diddy because,
Now
like I
you
said.
good. That's what I'm saying. That's all. That's
Look,
all.
like back
In
in, bro,
case.
like you said, bro, like you said, I don't know too much about Diddy. That's the same thing my sister
Okay. Oh,
said.
Friday.
But listen,
Friday.
like my sister said the same thing you said. My
Me
sister,
ask you a question.
yeah.
Do you think, and like with everything you know, do you think that Cassie, Diddy's girlfriend, quote unquote, do you think she was coerced into the freak offs or pressured into the freak offs, or do you think she had an option to leave?
You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you, bro.
Yeah, facts, facts. Keep
I'm gonna
keep it
be
100.
honest, bro. The way you want my honest opinion, I feel like this.
Hmm.
I feel like Diddy, bro. He paid a couple of people don't say nothing to keep it in the back what come into the dark must come to the light, right?
True, true.
Mhm.
You know, like that, bro. See, he paid. Listen, I'm gonna be real with you. Nah. Like you saying though, no disrespectful, no comeback. I don't care about the other. This man you will bait today on the iRock show. At the end of the day, I'm gonna tell the YouTuber this. I don't care what y'all think right now, your opinion. But okay, at the end of the day, me and him having a debate about this because like we having and we ain't got no argument going on, y'all. But
No,
okay,
no, 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 no. Hey,
my
but
opinion, what
Friday,
do I
Friday,
think? What do
but
I think? Hold on. What's the question?
yeah,
Because
yeah, yeah,
everybody's
yeah.
talking.
Stay on the topic. Stay. My question to you was, do you think that Cassie had a choice? We all have a choice in life to do not whatever we want to. You can do what you want to do to a certain extent.
Yeah, I think this is what I
Besides
think.
you going
Diddy
out,
paid. You feel me? I
do
feel
you
like
think
Diddy.
she? Do you think? Hold on. Do 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 you think Friday that Cassie was coerced or pressured into the freak offs or into doing the drugs? Or do you
He's
think
saying, you know, Cassie, right? He's saying,
Yeah.
do you think that was what did he pressure her to do it? Was she
Yeah,
forced?
I
Was she
think
out of her-
Diddy, yes, he was under some peer pressure at the
or
time.
or do you think that she was just curious about the drugs and she used the drugs wanting to see, okay, I want to see, I never did it before.
No,
Uh, Let me
no,
do it. And then she got addicted to the drugs and then
no. They ain't how I see it. They ain't how I see it in my eyes, bro. He peer pressure
because
her.
remember, she was young. Cassie was young. Cassie was what, 19 or 20? Is he maybe 21?
22, I
So she
think.
young. She don't know, like, so that's my thing. Is she, and then Diddy allegedly, I don't know how true it is. He was very powerful. He owns he owned a lot of apartments in New York. He was buying her cars, but basically he controlled her whole career.
Yeah.
Basically.
So listen, I think low key, I'm gonna keep it 1,000. I think low key she was scared of Diddy. That's my opinion. She was scared of Diddy.
True. Because
If
Diddy was
she
the
go
man.
listen, I'm gonna put it like this. If she go say something like to tell the people what Diddy really did,
Diddy was
I
the
think,
man back then, so
yeah,
that's
Diddy. I
understandable
know
for her
Diddy.
to be scared.
Puff Daddy was the man back then. He was,
Yeah.
he was the man. I understand that. Big Puff Daddy, yeah, whatever you call him. Before his name was Puff Daddy before it came Diddy.
So
But I think she was low key scared of Diddy.
yeah, true.
I feel like if she gonna tell something on Diddy, I feel like the same thing in the beat you put back. She think he was gonna beat on her or something and do some dirty
Friday
things.
thinks that Diddy done grabbed her by her hair, put a gun to her head, and said, "Take the motherfucking drugs." That's what Friday thinks.
No, Friday ain't thinking like that, bro. Friday
I'm
ain't
saying
thinking
it because you're saying that she was forced. You think she
I'm
was
saying
forced?
she was on peer pressure.
Yeah, peer pressure.
Yeah. Like so you saying that Diddy forced her
Yeah.
Yes.
to
Yes.
I just want y'all to have the understanding so y'all can understand what y'all saying. You know what I'm saying? So I put it in.
Facts.
Yes.
Okay, my thing is this, and why if some like I know she wanted to be a big singer and be this and be that, but
Bro,
if somebody hold on,
oh, my bad.
if somebody is forcing you to do something against your will, why don't you go to the police and be like, hey, this dude, he forcing me to do something against my will? Like she could have went that route and got out of it, but she didn't.
Let
So
me tell you why she did.
You can't put all the blame on Diddy. Now, I'm not saying that Diddy is innocent, but you can't put all the blame on Diddy.
But no, I'm not putting. Listen, bro. Listen, the way you thinking outside the box. The way I'm thinking, bro. Like you said, you was telling true facts right there. She should have really told the police. No, you know what I think Diddy did? He paid her not to say nothing, to keep it secret. You know, keep everything secret.
Well, Diddy controlled her whole life. Diddy bought her cars. Diddy paid for her residence.
Yeah, basically he had power over her.
Diddy basically controlled her.
Hold on, Friday. What do you feel about Boosie saying free Diddy then?
All right, Boosie. All right, hold on, bro. But I'm about to get.
I don't know about that one, man.
Hold on, bro. This ain't gonna go towards you. Just sit back, let's see your handling his little business with Boosie real quick. Boosie, let me tell you something again. I'm a cold-hearted nigga when it comes to Diddy. Why you saying free Diddy like I said before? If y'all go look at the shit, all the things he did, y'all be like, damn, he did all this shit. But Boosie,
say allegedly, say allegedly.
Boosie,
we don't know that he don't say that he did it. Just say allegedly. Allegedly
did. Yeah, Leslie did.
Yeah, that's better. Don't say
hey, thank you with the correct. Like I need a little correction sometimes, bro. You feel me? I'm a little fried right now. I'm fried.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good.
So okay, you're legend D. If you go Boosie, so you'll be like, oh, I can't believe this. I could believe the shit.
Why is Boosie? Why now? Izzy, maybe you can answer this, or Friday, maybe you can answer. I'm kind of like stuck. Why is Lil Boosie saying free Diddy when you even haven't heard all the evidence or all the?
Because
Boosie's saying that to get publicity.
Because he's not saying to get publicity. He's saying that
have a new album coming out.
He's saying that all that rappers got mad girls. So Cassie's just another girl that wanted to be on Diddy's dick, pause. and that
she just a jump off.
She wanted to do everything she was doing, but now they actually, you know what I'm saying? Now that she's done with him, she want to get money from him. That's
so,
what Boosie thinks.
So
Boosie saying that Cassie was just a jump off.
Why did it
Yeah.
take so long?
Okay, now, and that's like everybody. No, she knows what she was getting into.
Yeah.
Like, yo, this is what she didn't. It's like she didn't know. Like, yo, this is what you're about to be getting into.
No, she knew.
Like, yeah, for the money though, you gonna do all this shit to get to the back.
She knew, bro. She knew because
and I'm gonna make you the biggest star in the world. And it comes with a price.
She knew because I used to work in the film industry. Everybody who works there knows that industry is like that. That's what I worked in the film industry for like 2 or 3 years. We filmed all kind of movies and TV shows. A lot of the actors would do.
You did what?
I worked in the film industry.
What?
For I think for almost 3 years I worked in the film industry.
He
industry. I was a production assistant. And like we filmed movies and TV shows.
You worked in the porn industry?
No, the film industry. Filming like
making movies and stuff. I know you talking about like making movies like
what you was filming.
Okay. We filmed TV shows like have you heard of like Beyond the Glory?
Oh, I done heard of that.
Yeah, I filmed well I didn't film it, but I helped film it. Beyond the Glory. We did a lot of stuff with you heard of Bad Boys?
Yeah, I heard of Bad Boys. That's my shit.
Yeah, I filmed what was it? I think the second Bad Boy movie
with Martin Lawrence and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And with Will Smith. Yeah, I watched all the Bad Boys movies, you feel me?
And then the Muhammad Ali movie, I helped film that too, like parts of it. Not all of it, because they went out of they filmed it like out of state or whatever. But I helped.
Now we gotta stop filming. We gotta start filming some shit. We gonna start filming some shit. We gonna do the next Bad Boys. Friday's gonna be fucking Martin Lawrence. I'm gonna be Will Smith. Pause, no Diddy. Yeah. So, Friday, do a skip real quick.
But the main reason, my point is to say this, like the main reason why I got into the industry was because of the money. You make so much money.
So you say money is power or all evil. Now,
Friday, you just don't know. When you making $2,000 or $3,000, when you make easy, when you making when you coming from making maybe $700 or $800 a week, and you get a job and you making $3,000 and $4,000 a week every week, because they get paid. Some of those guys get paid every Friday.
Oh, every Friday. Like
some of them. It's the money, because some of the positions that you may get, you can make $4,000 a week, $5,000 a week. Them dudes is making big money. When you talk about Will Smith and Martin Lawrence, do you know how big the movie budget was for them? Some of the movie budgets for them was over $100 million.
And you was on set.
Yeah. On some of the sets, I was on set. For not.
So you got pictures with them?
Huh?
You got pictures with them and shit?
I did in my old phone, but I gotta find my phone. If I ever find it, I'll show you. But
meet Martin Lawrence in person.
I'm not saying I don't want you to show me. I'm just asking.
Oh yeah.
But like you said, bro, I thought we was talking about this Diddy stuff, man. We hop to another, like you told me, we hopping off.
Facts.
We on this Diddy stuff, bro.
No, but I'm saying the money. I'm pretty sure the money is what made her like, okay, whatever Diddy want me to do, I'm gonna do it. Because when you making $6,000 or $7,000 a week, or however much money you making a week, is the money.
Do you think Diddy had a camera crew when they was doing their little freak offs?
Yeah.
They was getting paid.
I think so, because man, when you live in life like that, when you come in from like he never graduated. He didn't graduate from college. He dropped out, and then within a year or so, he was the man. So I'm pretty sure he wanted to get a record of his life on film. Shit, I would.
Hey, can I say something, Kane? I don't mean to cut you off. Let me be real. If I was in the music industry, bro, I'd rather be in it by myself. Let me tell you why. Would I want to be in the music business by myself? I get in damn trouble by myself. I take L's by myself. You
But it
feel
don't
me?
work. But the music industry don't work like that, Friday. You can't.
The world don't work like that.
Right.
I would
The
just
world
say
don't work
that's
like
my
that.
opinion. That was my opinion. Like
You
I'm just
can't.
that's my opinion.
That'd be nice if you could just work by yourself.
Like see, look,
That'd be. But
ain't like cars. Because look, the dirt, if you just do your own dirt, you feel me? You take your own choices. Be a man, you know what
True.
I'm saying? And
True.
then but
And be held accountable.
you got all these other people around you and stuff. They ain't
So
gonna
your
take no L for
shenanigans.
you. They ain't gonna take no L for you. They ain't gonna sit in jail for you. They ain't gonna put no
No, of
money on
course
your
not.
books. None of that. So why you just don't do the dirt by yourselves? That's
But
my
easy.
opinion.
Let me ask you this: do you think that all this would have came out if he would have just gave her the money? Do you think she would have just took the money and just shut up and not said nothing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think she did. She took the money because
I look at. She was going to sell him the book for 30,000. Yeah. So she would have sold him the book, but they was gonna fucking they still was gonna hit him with the lawsuit. So she would have sold him the book and then hit him with the lawsuit. So she would have did it double.
Either way it go,
either way it goes, the lawsuit.
yeah,
So he was like, "Yo, you're not gonna hit me with the."
the loss. Okay.
So that's kind of like extortion type shit or whatever the case, blackmail type shit.
Yeah.
Hey, my question. Think about this, Jay. My question is, how can you? Okay, like how can you blackmail some of the people in the music business that work with Diddy? Think about like Diddy trying to, you know what I'm saying, blackmail some of the people in the music industry, like he got dirt on them, like they scared, you know what I'm saying, scared to come up and say, you know what I'm saying, like think about
Well,
this.
yeah, because I mean, think about his parties.
I look no Diddy
Allegedly, he had like all types of drugs in his parties. I've never been to any of his parties. I know people who have, and like I'm not gonna say what they said because I don't know it to be true because I didn't see it.
What does it matter if people got drugs at the party? That's what they doing.
Yeah, bro, this is your opinion. You up here with me and my brother. This is your opinion. Express your opinion, man.
True, man. Like his. I mean, in my opinion, if I was ever invited to a Diddy party, and a lot of parties I probably could have got into or went because of like who I know or who I was associated with, I probably could have got into the party, but I just had a bad feeling. Like I just didn't get good vibes.
So you had like, let's put it like this, you had a funny feeling that let me put it like this for you. So you had a funny feeling, you had bad vibes, and you think if I would have went, okay, if you went to the party. I'm just saying, no Diddy shit. If you went, then I know what you're trying to say is they're giving you bad vibes. And I'm saying.
See, I go off energy, like vibes are discernment when I meet you. If I feel kind of like I don't know, I won't like I'll just stay away. Like I'll befriend you. I won't be disrespectful towards you, but I'll just like be like, nah, I'm cool. I got something to do. I gotta go here or there. Like I'm cool. Like I'm straight. Like I gotta, and that's kind of the vibes that I got.
Yeah.
From being around him and
that's good advice too.
from
You know
basically
what?
being around him and knowing people that know him, because I know people that knew of him and that work for him or that used to work for him. So, and they tell me this and that. And I'll be like, nah, man, I'm cool. Like I'm straight. Like, that's okay.
Hey, but my question is like you said though. You see, you know what, bro? Like I said, he got some good energy. So I had to rock with this man, bro. You feel me? I just slept here all day and have a good debate. Like I feel he got some good energy, bro. He giving out some good advice. I
Yeah,
give
because it's
you that.
respectful.
If you be respectful and stuff. See, look, me personal, man, I ain't gonna say a lot to you. No, I ain't gonna say a lot to you. If I feel like it's a bad vibe, I'm gonna be like this, bro. I'll be like, I'm getting the fuck on. I don't want no be around you. I don't want to socialize with you.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't.
how I am. If I meet you and it's like something feel kind of like
Yeah,
or like it just don't feel right.
yeah.
I'm not gonna be disrespectful to you if I see you in passing again, but I'd be like, hey man, I gotta go, or hey man, I gotta run. Nice seeing you. God bless you. Like stay blessed, stay protected. And I'm gone. I'm out of there.
Yeah, I just look. I totally look. I totally agree with what you saying. See,
So
like you
I feel
said
like Diddy's
earlier.
probably gonna beat this shit. The Dada. They offered him 5 years. You would think that he
No,
was gonna get like fucking 30 years, or a plea deal
Yeah,
of 30 years
no.
or something.
yeah.
So
Hold
I
up,
was thinking
hold
he
up.
was gonna get
No, can you pull up the
like way more
Hey,
than
pull
like
up this. Hey,
30
can you
or
pull up
more.
this
I was
for me
thinking
real
30
quick?
was the
Like,
minimum because
no, they
the
said 5 years.
prosecution
yeah,
is trying to fry him. They trying to destroy him.
They
They
trying to
are
hang
destroying
him.
him by what they put out in social media, by what they say, oh this and oh that. The people is watching it. A lot of the
Yes, like I'm
jurors,
saying. Hey, James, can I say something real quick?
yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. Can you pull up called the Breakfast Club? And they talking about the Diddy trial. Like somebody like they was talking about Diddy why he won't take the plea deal. They called the Breakfast Club. They
I
why
think
talking about the
they won't
Diddy
take the plea
trial.
deal?
Yeah, the pleas deal. Yeah, they talking about the pleas deal.
I don't know. Like I think if he did to
His
me,
lawyers didn't let him. Yeah, his lawyers didn't let him take the plea deal.
Yeah,
Diddy's not gonna
then
take
that
the
mean
plea deal. He got like
then
fucking
that
9 lawyers.
then
but
that
that's the
mean
problem.
if his lawyers didn't let him take the plea deal, they know something. They got an
That's
ace in the
what I'm
hole.
saying. That give me a whole different vibe when I heard that. So,
See,
look,
they got an
when
ace
I
in the
heard
hole.
that we
Then
would take that gave me a whole. You feel me? That's why I said it took me to a
if
whole
his
nother
lawyers
level.
didn't let him take the plea deal, his lawyers got an ace in the hole.
Listen,
They
Yeah,
that's
got
what.
something that they sleeve.
James, can I say something though? You right. You know what? I don't know if it's true, but if the lawyer knows something, they don't want
They
to.
know something.
They don't want to tell it. They don't want
Yeah, they
nobody
know
else
something that
to
the
know.
public don't know.
Yes, they know
Cause ain't
something.
no
So
lawyer, ain't no lawyer that you paying millions
never
for.
tell
He dropping a
all
bag
right,
for the lawyers.
we got it right here. They say,
yeah.
I mean, we got him rejecting the plea deal and whatnot,
That's
but
what I'm talking about. Yes, that's what
uh,
had me shocked, bro. Yeah, pull that
That
up.
mean that mean I think you right, Izzy. I think he might get off. He got a chance to get
Hold
off.
on. Listen at this.
It was a pretty big day in court, Connell. We actually learned that Diddy was offered a plea deal in this case, which he rejected. Not really a surprise that when one was put on the table, he said no. He has vehemently maintained his innocence this entire time. I could not see a world where he would accept any kind of plea deal. So we heard that today. The other big takeaway from court, and we are in crunch time now, just less than 2 weeks before this is going to start and go to trial. The now infamous video of Diddy and Cassie in that hotel room where he is seen allegedly attacking her will be played in court for jurors. Now, the original video, the original surveillance doesn't exist anymore. So we have a
Pause right
copy
there.
that was
Pause right there real
obtained by
quick.
CNN.
Pause
So,
that right there.
yeah,
Pause that real quick.
obtained by.
See, this what I was, bro. That's the
but
part. See, that's what's the part I was talking about. You see that? You see, that's the clip I was talking about right there. That's what the part,
Yeah.
the shit I was telling you right there.
They
What
using
you
the
were
video
saying?
to damage his character.
No,
What
he
you were
really.
saying, Friday? That was your sister, what? Or that was your what? What you were saying?
That's what I'm trying to say earlier, bro. Like what I was saying earlier on the live, bro. When he came up, bro, saying he ain't, you know what I'm saying? Before, for all this shit, you know what I'm saying earlier. Watch the video, bro. That's what you gotta do. Go back and look at the clips. All
But
right.
they using the video Friday to damage his character. That was his girlfriend. Everybody gets into arguments with the
What you
with
mean?
their spouse. I don't know any relationship in the
Listen,
world where it
hey,
just
I'm
goes
gonna
smoothly
be real
with
with
the
you. I know
spouse.
somebody. Listen, I got some folks on some real deal stuff. They been married at least for 70 years, bro. Ain't argue, ain't never fight. Oh
That's
my
not
daddy
true.
side.
That's not true, Friday.
I'm
Don't
telling
believe
you.
that.
I'm telling you.
That's not true, bro. Don't
I'm
believe
telling
that.
you. So let's continue this, bro. Let's continue. Before we get off topic, before I get off topic. Yeah.
By CNN, yes. And it was taken by a cell phone video. So you're going to have the person who took the video testifying in court and independent people there that are going to authenticate it. But the jury is going to see that. The other types of evidence that they're going to see is going to be video of these alleged freak-offs, these sex parties that Diddy had. And this is going to be an important thing about jury selection. One of the things that the defense wants to ask prospective jurors about is whether or not they are comfortable viewing this kind of content and whether they are comfortable with people having multiple sexual partners. Really, they don't want a prudish jury who off the bat is going to see this type of behavior, which they have always maintained was absolutely consensual on both sides, to look at that as reprehensible on their way in there. So those were the two really big takeaways today in court. Diddy was in that courthouse for, a little while. It wasn't a very long hearing. This is one of our last pre-trial hearings before jury selection begins.
All right, interesting. We're going to talk about all of that in a minute. Anything on his demeanor, or anything on from that we picked up from Diddy today?
Yeah, it was different than usual. He got into the courtroom with his pad of paper and his pen, really intently ready to just take notes. And he looked back into the gallery where he usually sees a row of family members and friends, supporters of his. But when he turned around and looked in the gallery, none of his children were there today. And he visibly looked upset. Now, about 10 minutes into the hearing, his son Justin did come in and sit in the gallery. Diddy turned a second time, looked directly at him, kind of nodded, and acknowledged that his son was in the courtroom today. But you could really tell that it impacted him when he turned back and did not see any kind of friendly face, Connell.
All right, Caitlin Becker for us. Thank you for watching.
Damn.
That's crazy, though.
That's crazy. So they,
look, bro, that is so crazy, though.
and that's family. That's your
That's just
family's
so
supposed to
crazy,
stick by you
though.
through thick and thin, no matter what. No
You
matter
right,
what.
blood is thicker than water, bro. That's what. Damn, that's sad. Yo, on family member.
And those are his sons. That's crazy. Those are his sons. And that, man, they supposed to be the first people there.
That's crazy, though.
Cause that's they pops, man. Man.
See, this.
But I know, but I know him and Kristen were at odds because he was paying for Kristen's Rolls Royce, and Kristen's and the Rolls Royce payments were behind. So I don't know if Diddy like cut him off or what. So I know they wasn't seeing eye to eye.
Going through something.
Huh?
You can't be at odds with him for that. If he's going through something, he don't have to, you know what I'm saying? If anything, that's just, you know what I'm saying? He was helping him.
Problem.
True that.
Did you hear what they said? He looked bad. He was very upset because his family members weren't there today.
Yeah, because they trying to fry him. He gonna if he get charged for this or prosecuted, Diddy gonna be gone for life. I'm
gonna say this word. This is my favorite word. All right, you gonna say he going past tonight. You know that's my favorite kiss word. He ain't gonna. They gonna pass through tonight. He gonna way past through tonight.
Yeah, they gonna fry Diddy.
That's what I'm saying. That's why he don't want to take that plea deal, bro. They gonna fire him so hard in that courtroom. I'm just
See, that's
saying.
my thing. I'm not understanding why he want, but his lawyers must got an ace. They got to
He's
because
going next
they
to
told
50.
him not to take the plea. See, they know something that we don't know. They
That's
know
not
something that we
fair,
don't
bro.
know
We
because
need
they
to
told him
find
don't
both
take the
out.
plea, and the plea was only 5 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nothing. And then in the feds, you do the majority of the time. So
Yeah.
there's no way. Oh, okay. And then he going to Supermax too. It's not like he going to a regular prison.
Yeah. He gonna
Oh
be.
man.
Look.
Diddy's getting out. They're gonna free Diddy, Dada.
Oh hell no, bro. No,
You
no.
think
I'm
Boosie?
like this. No. Listen. But when you get on the streets, bro, it's gonna be a whole different thing. You know what I'm saying? Look. No.
You think
What's
Boosie's
crazy?
gonna say? You think Boosie's gonna say free Diddy if he don't know that he spoke to his lawyers? Boosie probably talked to his own lawyers. It's like, you think this dude could get free? And his lawyer said, yeah. And that's why he's saying free Diddy.
Probably
Like
so. That's
I
probably what he
said,
did.
like it's like this, bro. Okay, then they do say they do let Diddy free, but the folks go listen, bro. This is my opinion now. Now, Friday, the CEO finna say some shit. I might need you to correct me on some shit, bro. Yeah, it's okay what I'm about to say.
You good?
Go ahead.
So okay, if they do let Diddy go free,
Mm-hmm.
the people out in the streets, bro, people
But
in the streets. I got a feeling that the people in the streets, they're gonna do, you know what I'm saying?
They gonna do him dirty?
No, that's not gonna happen
They
Friday
gonna file him out?
because you think about this. Diddy. Let's say Diddy does go free. Let's just say allegedly Diddy walks away free and he gets off. Diddy is they're gonna probably put stipulations on his freedom. They're gonna put him on probation. More than likely, and monitor him
Like, look, that's crazy, bro.
because of all the information that they have on him. They just not gonna just let him go free with no ankle monitor and just go everywhere. Nah.
No, true what you
That
saying.
ain't,
But
that's not gonna happen.
True what you saying, bro. True
He
what
said that the gangsters don't fuck with Diddy no more. That niggas ain't in the streets ain't fucking with Diddy. That's what he said.
Oh, okay. But
That's
even
course,
then,
I
like,
mean,
say if
probably
Diddy
so.
get out. No, bro, this is what I'm trying to say. If they do let Diddy go free, what do you think? What will go happen out here in these streets? See, this is what
nothing.
Diddy ain't talking about.
Nothing ain't gonna happen.
Man, that's a bunch of horse shit I never heard in my goddamn life. That's a
And
bunch.
I'll tell you why. I don't think nothing gonna happen to Diddy.
but it's crazy.
That's
Diddy
shit I done heard in my life, bro.
Friday, you don't understand how powerful Diddy is.
Diddy powerful, bro. I understand.
You don't understand how powerful Diddy
got the
is.
power to the streets. Everybody think this how I feel. Everybody scared of Diddy because he got the power. He think he gonna blackmail him.
And Diddy still have money. That's the thing. Diddy is still powerful and he still has money. Diddy is not completely like flat broke. Diddy is damn near or was a billionaire. So Diddy is still powerful. And then Diddy don't walk around the streets by himself. Diddy stay with security.
So
Diddy don't have just.
I know he said, no, that don't mean Nick, bro. I'm saying, what if he don't have his security with him?
Diddy don't move like that. Diddy don't move.
So
Diddy don't operate like that, bro.
Like that. You know how that made me feel right now? How you say he got to have security with him and stuff. You know how that made me feel? No, this is gonna be my honest opinion. This is my honest opinion. I don't care who don't like it. Do you to back me up if I'm wrong or not? I feel like you gotta have security to move. They don't make you no man, bro. They don't make you no man. They make you look like a pussy, bro. You gotta have security to move. You don't need no security to move. You know what I'm saying? That make you
you do.
A pussy. Like if I was a celebrity, right? I don't want no security guard. If I'm gonna tell security guard that be with me when I go to my shows, but out here in the streets, you gotta
No,
move like different.
no, you don't understand. Friday, Diddy is global. Diddy is a multi-millionaire or multi-billionaire. He's global. He represented brands from all over the world. So you got people like coming up to you that you don't know, like harassing you. Oh, here's my record, or oh, here, can you promote this? And you don't want to deal with that 24/7 or all the time. So you're gonna have security because you don't want to deal with that. It's everywhere you go. You don't understand. From the moment you walk out of your house and walk down the street, everybody's gonna come to you. Everybody's, oh, Didi, can I get a picture? Oh, can I get this? Can I get? You don't want to deal with that every single day of your life. Nobody wants to, and you wouldn't want to. You
Like I was
so
saying
you're
earlier,
gonna have
bro.
security. I would.
To be real
Why
with you,
not?
bro. Be real with you, bro. I understand what you saying. It's me, bro. This is Friday.
I feel like that's everybody. Everybody got like they aura. Like a person like J. Cole probably wouldn't need.
Nah. Like J. Cole, like nah. J. Cole, he's more of a people person. Like
I
you
ain't no
can
people
go.
person. For real, low key. I ain't no people person. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I ain't no people person. That's why I said my shit.
J. Cole been around in New York riding a bike with no security because he doesn't draw. He stays to himself. Like
His aura is peaceful. Yeah, he
right,
don't.
right, yeah,
Yeah,
right. His aura is peaceful. Is peaceful. So is Kendrick. I ran into Kendrick before too a couple times at LAX. When I worked there, and his they come in peace. They aura is just peaceful. I'm doing my own thing. I'm not bothering nobody. I'm not drawing any attention to myself. I'm not in the media doing crazy stuff or did this and that. They always peace. So that's
yeah,
why, a- and I think that's why J. Cole been around for so long as he has been, is because when people see him or hear his music, it's peaceful, it's calm, it's positive, it's uplifting. So people will spend their hard-earned dollar and go buy his album. Same thing with Kendrick. People see how what type of person he is, and just how he is, and people will spend their last dollar to go buy his album, or will spend their last dollar to go to one of his concerts because they
Hey,
see how
look,
hard
bro.
he
Look, bro.
worked in the
You know what?
industry
James,
to take
listen
care of
how
his
you
family.
feel.
So I mean,
James, listen. Listen, like I said, bro. Look, we had no, you know, I get, it's like this. We all got opinions. You know what I'm saying?
true that.
Like we all got opinions, right? Be
True,
true, yeah,
true,
like
true,
you
true,
said,
true.
true that. So like it's like this. Everybody gonna have a different opinion on this shit. You know what I'm saying?
True.
The same thing, like I said today, when that argument with my sister, my blood sister. But sis, I love you. I'm giving you a shout out to my sister Dree. I love my sister, though she get on my nerves. I look, and I love my sister for real talk. I love my sister.
Right.
I ride behind that at the end of the day. Although she get on my nerves, she big sis and all that. She thinks she's the run little bro. You tell little bro what to do, but little bro don't listen. That's what I'm saying. We had that debate, like you said, the first time. No,
He
James,
said, "Little bro, don't
let me push
listen."
back it up top. Like before you came in the first time, bro. Like when you came in, talking about we don't know Diddy. I ain't never met Diddy. You right. I ain't never met him. To you to feel me. That's the same thing my sister said.
So you can't.
She said you can't judge a book by the cover. That's what she told me.
You don't know Diddy. You you never really met Diddy or had any interactions with him, so you can't really say, "Oh, Diddy is this or Diddy is that," because you don't personally know him.
But
So, but I want to see all the evidence before I say that he's guilty
it's
of doing.
bro. bro, like I said, bro, like you're right. You're right. We need to
Show,
get
show,
more
show,
deep into it. We need to go a little
show,
deeper.
show me the evidence. Show me all the evidence. I want to see everything before I can honestly say that Diddy is guilty. Because I think
All
what
right, bro.
everybody
Go
is doing.
play.
Hold on,
Go play
hold
one of
on. What I think everybody is doing is going off what they see on social media and the news. And the news, they're already convicting Diddy already
Okay, I understand what you're saying.
off of what they see and hear, off what the
So
media
basically, you
says.
say she
They
say
saying
he
that
say
Diddy
she.
is all. They're already
So,
convicting him and saying that he's guilty.
okay, basically, but let me put it like this. You said it's like he say shit. Like you said, I understand what you're saying. Bring the evidence to the table
Yeah,
before.
yeah, yeah.
Then
Bring
I see.
bring all the evidence to the table. The videos, everything. That all the videos, all the um 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 um
Yeah, you're right.
SA charges or whatever charges Diddy might have. Bring that to the table. But what the media is doing is they're basically setting the narrative. They're putting out statements. Oh, Diddy allegedly did this, or Diddy allegedly did that. That
Yeah.
Yeah, they
affects
making them
people.
look even. They making them
That
look even
affect
worse.
right. Those statements that they're making affects people's thoughts. You hear it on the radio, you see it on
I
TV.
mean, it affected your thoughts too. You thought that he was
True,
charged with a bunch of stuff that he wasn't charged
true.
with. Yeah,
Right. So that's what I'm saying. It affects you. That's how
It's
powerful
a quick key.
the TV is, and how powerful the radio is, and how powerful social media is. It affects you, and it makes you feel a certain type of way.
yeah,
So, but
yeah.
but my statement is this, and I'll drop down. Um, man, we all in the court of law, we all supposed to be innocent until proven guilty.
Period.
So my thing right now, to Diddy is innocent. Now I know that the
Oh,
Cassie video and the tape and all that. Yeah, okay, everybody get mad at your significant other, but you shouldn't go to jail for you getting mad at your significant other, and maybe you put your hand, maybe then, like you said, Izzy, they going into that man personal business or what happens behind his bedroom and trying to convict him. That's not a crime.
so you telling me that drug trafficking and when they raided his house,
They can raid your house. I mean, yeah, they raided his house. Yeah, okay, they quote unquote got evidence against him, but he knew. It's not like he didn't know. I'm,
I
I'm
think
telling
Diddy
I'm
had
telling I'm
cameras
telling
in his house.
I'm telling you, Friday. I'm telling you, I've been around Diddy, and I've been around those type of people, multi-millionaires, money, very very powerful people, known and unknown. Because there's some people that in the industry that are not known that are
Yeah,
extremely powerful that
facts.
I've been around, that I work with, and they're some of the nicest people. They're not extravagant. They're not. Oh, I
So,
have this.
so
This
basically telling
this
me
and he
Friday. So
knew.
Friday
Did he
got to get
knew? Did he
home.
knew? Because those he has lawyers on retainer. When Izzy, when when you a person of that stature and you making millions like that, your lawyers are on retainer. They, they're calling you, telling you, "Hey man, watch what you say. Hey man, be careful. At this restaurant, going here and going there." Your lawyers is calling you, telling you, "Hey man, you might want to be careful over here in this city, or be careful over here." Your lawyers is calling you, telling you stuff because they don't want you to get into trouble. They're there to keep you away from getting like arrested, or so don't nothing bad happen to you. So
Facts.
I think I think he knew his lawyers had to tip him off. He knew that he was being watched. He had to. There's no way that he didn't know. You don't pay those people that kind of money for you not to know if the police is after you or if they're trying to bring some type of charges on you.
Yeah.
So,
I feel that.
Hey, I just want to see the whole case and see all the evidence before I honestly say, as a human being, that Diddy is guilty. And I'm gonna drop down in the chat. So,
All right, G. That's a fact. That's a fact, Adada. That was the nigga James, Adada. Extravagant opinion, Adada. We can say that. What you on Friday?
Nah. See, like I said, bro, where he left.
Yeah, you on your free Diddy shit, Adada.
I ain't on no free Diddy shit.
Nah, that's what I see from you.
Ain't no free Diddy over here.
So what's popping with you, Adada? Like, I see
Like
you
when
put the free Diddy shirt.
That shit, bro, he ain't understanding, bro. Like, you gotta go back and look at all that shit, bro. This why I got tired. That's why I put my phone down, bro. I just got tired, bro. Arguing. I feel like we were going to an argument. We would have kept going. That's why I slapped my phone down. Let y'all talk.
That was the argument, bro. You could agree to disagree. Ain't nothing, bro. Everybody's men here. Everybody gotta be on the same page.
Yeah, bro. When I seen that topic on Facebook, when you were live, look, you know, I watched you on the live. When you brought that Diddy thing, I'm like, no. So I seen some other shit. Somebody saw me on the Diddy called it Breakfast Club. The Diddy trial. They was talking about it. Yeah, so yeah. Type crap. I'm like, yeah, let me get up here and like be real, cause I watched a clip of it. Me and my old lady watched the clip of it.
Like shit. You and your old lady?
Yeah.
Where your old lady from?
She from Goddamn Chicago.
Oh, Chicago?
Yeah.
I feel it. Oh, I feel it. Y'all seen that Diddy shit? They watching that shit. Diddy's over here in national news, nigga. That's why.
Yeah, look, he global right now. Everybody focus on Diddy. They ain't focus on nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sitting here with my old lady. Look, bro, we sitting here. Like, I'm like, let me look at a couple things before I get up here on your show. That's all I was doing.
James said GT needs to come up on a panel.
Yeah, man, forget GT with his little fuck GT pussy trolling ass bitch ass lying ass nigga. Yeah, I'm on my fucking trolling shit tonight. Now, what's that shit you was talking about? Friday did what? Friday rocking with you. You bro. Bro, you remember last year, bro? You was on some whole ass shit. So what? So you want to talk shit? Come to my show and pop your shit. That's why y'all don't come to Friday show. Cause Friday gonna cuss you out, bro. Quit lying on my name.
Yeah.
Fuck you on, bro. Man, what the fuck you been on lately, bro? So you talking about all this shit you trolling, bro. Like, you fucking with the biggest troll, bro. I will get some pictures and troll the shit out you, bro. I am the troll. I'm a evil ass troll. I will go on Facebook and I will troll your picture. And I will put on your picture. You a biggest ass liar. And I will put up there and I will troll your shit. Bro, don't do that, bro. Leave my bro alone. Leave me alone too, bro. If you really want to go there, cause mama finally tell you I'm a low down motherfucker when it comes to trolling. She already made me took somebody's picture down today.
Yeah.
She told me so GT, I'm gonna say this one time only, bro. I will embarrass you on the book, bro. I will troll the shit out you, bro. Like, I will get a picture of you. I would troll you like crazy. I would troll you so bad, bro, that you would be like, bro, take it down. I will not take that shit down till I feel like it, bro. And then, bro, I won't care if you go on your show and say, "Oh, Friday so low, Friday been a bitch." I won't give a fuck about none of that shit, bro. I'm gonna show you. I'm that nigga will troll the fuck out you. I will troll you so bad that I'll make you cry, bro. I will make you cry. For real, bro. Like, bro, and you playing all this single role. Oh, I'm single. I'm ready to mingle. Come on, let's talk about that. I'm single. I'm ready to mingle. I don't care if your wife hear this shit. I hope your wife listening. So tell your wife how you was hitting on Carly last year, bro. Come on, GT. Don't make me expose you, bro. I tell you, bro. I am that nigga. I am the worstest ass troll you will ever seen, bro. I could get so low. Bro,
Yeah.
I would expose you, bro. I would tell your wife everything, bro. Don't go there.
Yeah.
What type of time you on this shit, bro? That's your old lady stuff, bro. Quit trying to front, bro. Quit trying to stunt. You're trying to get some fame off us, bro. Get your own fame, man. The fuck? I told you, bro. Last on Mother's Day, I said I wasn't on no trolling shit. But today, I'm on my bullshit. Same thing.
Like shit.
So yeah, GT, I'm saying one time only. Leave my name out your fucking mouth. Cause next time I hear my brother tell me some shit, bro, I'm gonna fucking troll your ass so bad, bro. I might get your name, bro, go on your page and troll you, bro. This thing.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah. So
James, you subscribing to a fucking goof. You wildin'.
Sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Sorry, my bad, y'all. No, that's it. Shot Cole said we didn't have enough baby alone. He say, y'all slow down. Separate from each other. One time he tried to have us role play. Like we had
you said what?
Say, I'm gonna let you do your little thing. I had to come up here and say this shit. You do your little thing, man. Bro, Friday, CEO, he out of here. Friday up out of here, man. I had to say what I had to say. And I'll go back and review it.
You gonna review the shit?
Anybody across the globe, go back and review the whole show. Friday gotta get up out of here.
That's a fact.
I see y'all on Friday night when we gonna definitely turn the fuck up for real. Alright, I'm about to go, bro. I'm gonna let you finish doing your thing. Alright, y'all.
I just met at an airport. We weren't good, so we skipped that part. Feds. What direction did Mr. Combs give you? Mel Dancer. He told me to step off and back off. Call me. How many times, if there were, you told him to urinate on Miss Ventura? Defense. Xavier Donaldson. Objection. Suggestive. Judge. Overruled. Damn. They told me not to do it at all. At once. Oh, wow. Objection. To him saying Judge, I got it. Call me. What happened afterward? Mel Dancer. Dave, leave me waiting for hours. The whole thing might go on for 10 hours. Mel Dancer. They were headed to the Essex Hotel. They said to go in 30 minutes. It was the first time he opened the door as himself, dressed in a suit, no mask. Call me. How did things change? Mel Dancer. He didn't feel Combs. Donaldson. Objection. Call me. Who, if anyone, recorded? Mel Dancer. Mr. Combs. With cell phone and camcorder. He took a photo of my driver's license for insurance, he said. Combs. Donaldson. Objection. Judge, focus it. Call me. What did you understand? The male dance worker. He was threatening me. Male dancer. Once I went and Cassie was slumped over, he said, it's not going to happen this time. Feds. Did Mr. Combs offer you drugs? Male dancer. Molly, I guess it's called. I don't do drugs. MDA, I think. I went out and handed out $100 bills. Feds. Call me. How did the Molly make you feel? Male dancer. Sick and euphoric. And like an idiot handing out $100 bills. Call me. Who else was present? Male dancer. A guy who told me he was an actual escort. He was having sex with Cassie at her apartment. Male dancer. The guy was like looking at Sean Combs, and Sean said, don't you be fucking looking at me. Combs. Donaldson. Objection. Judge. Let's get a fresh question. Feds. What did he look like? Male dancer. Black guy. Kind of skinny. We exchange phone numbers. Call me. Have you seen him in 10 years? Male dancer. No. Feds, did it ever seem you were not the first person there? Male dancer, yes. Half-used Astroglide, towels on the floor. Feds, after the $100 bills, did you see them again? Male dancer, I couldn't do it anymore. Comey, what did you get paid when you couldn't perform? Male dancer, nothing. But I never asked for money. I was happy to get involved with people with such notoriety. But after I saw Combs hit Cassie, I couldn't do it anymore. Feds, Comey, what was Mr. Combs saying as he met Cassie? Male dancer, he said, bitch, when I tell you, come over, you come over. I didn't know what to do. Feds, did you intervene? Male dancer, no. I knew that the changes, there were bodyguards. Objection, sustained. Comey, what next? Male dancer, he said, are y'all ready to continue? Feds, did you try? Male dancer, I don't recall. Feds, did you see them against? Male dancer, I thought I had developed some sort of friendship with Cassie. I may have been speculating. Male dancer, I went there. I heard him slapping her. He walked out in a towel. She ran to me. I asked, why are you staying with this guy? Combs, Donaldson, objection. Judge, ground. Donaldson, hearsay. Judge, overruled. Male dancer said, she said it was okay. Feds, nothing further. Judge, break before cross. Note during break. The male dancer witness is named Daniel Phillip, not Phillips, as it sounded like. Judge, welcome back, juror. But can I have the lawyers for sidebar? Judge, Mr. Phillip, you are still under oath. Combs, Xavier Donaldson. Let me show you a text message chain between you and Cassie. Is it accurate? Daniel Phillip, yes. Combs, Donaldson. You were working for a service. Daniel Phillip, a male review show. Donaldson. You were a manager? Male strippers for women? Daniel Phillip, yes. Donaldson. Prostitution was prohibited? Daniel Phillip, that is correct. Donaldson. Your job was to build it up? Phillip, yes and no. Donaldson. I'll go with yes. Objection, sustained. Combs, Donaldson. Did the company open fake businesses to optimize search results? Daniel Phillip, fake addresses. It was just SEO. Donaldson. You want to optimize the lady's experience? Daniel Phillip. I have no idea what you mean. It's just our slogan. Combs, Donaldson. Cassie told you to say the name Black. Daniel Phillip, yes. Donaldson. Your boss told you someone wanted a black male stripper? Phillip, yes. Donaldson. Let me show you. Feds. This shouldn't be put on the screen. Donaldson. Take it off. Take it off. Combs, Donaldson. She was, oh shit. I know they just did. She was wearing a wig. Daniel Phillip, yes. Donaldson. She handed you money. Phillip. She handed me $4,000. Q. Before any oil rubbing? A. Correct. Q. She had on heels? Phillip. And dark glasses. Donaldson. Where'd the money come from? A. Her hand. Combs, Donaldson. You were wearing a New York City Police Department uniform, right? Daniel Phillip. I bought an NYPD t-shirt. Donaldson. You took the oil off in front of Cassie? Daniel Phillip. The oil? No. I took my clothes off. She said, it's my birthday. Combs, Donaldson. It appears she is enjoying herself. Daniel Phillip. Yes. Q. What was your position? Phillip. Missionary. I was like, did that just happen? Donaldson. She asked you for a photo? Phillip. I do not know if Sean Combs asked for it. Judge, ignore that. Judge, we'll pick up here tomorrow. So, jury's gone. Mr. Phillip, no conversations with the government. Feds, agents are providing him protection and transportation, if that's okay. Sidebar, judge, no talk with your lawyers. If this is what the feds got, this ain't good. So you're basically saying that she gave you the money? You're saying that Cassie gave you the money. You're not saying out your mouth, hey, bro.
So Cassie's daughter was over there paying. She was implicated. That's why she got immunity. That's why she feels bad. That's why she couldn't look at Diddy. GG. It's a situation right there. That's why Boosie saying free Diddy. That's why a lot of people saying free Diddy, because they're like, yo, these rappers, they be fucking. If you knock off Diddy, then you gonna make it easier for knock off all the other rappers that ain't really doing nothing, because some people are scandalous nowadays. I'm not saying that she is. We just saying that the world is sometimes, and it gets like that sometimes. So you gotta watch it sometimes. You know what I'm saying, so you know what I'm saying, everybody, you know what I'm saying. So it's a crazy trial, and we're gonna get back at it. You know what I'm saying, tomorrow, the next day, or whatever the case may be, because it's gonna keep going on. You know what I'm saying. So stay more legit than that, you heard. Stay more righteous. Remember, life got meaning. at all times. The dollar likes what you make it. You can't love it. You can't hate it. It's going to be simply what you make it. We're going to stay more aware than ever. The dollar, you heard. The dollar, you're in the elevator. Who's elevator? God's elevator on the way to the top. Did you heard? God chose you because he knew he could trust you. You God's best kept secret. The dollar, look at the stars. The dollar, there's angels out there. The dollar, ooh.